The station that makes you feel good.
I love the station. I think it's great.
My station.
Moving.
My station.
Moving. Keep it right here. Keep it right here.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Best 100 FM.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Come along, sister. Come along, brother. Come along, here to pick up the pieces. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Yes, good morning and welcome into the program this morning. Today is the 21st of June, Tuesday, 21st of June. And our numbers are 619. Our numbers are 619 1508, 619 1508 and 279 8473. 279 8473. And when I push out there this morning, reach about half mile down the road, I realized that I take up the wrong notebook, because the notebook finished yesterday. And I take out a brand new notebook and take some notes of things that I would like to deal with today. Write them down. Didn't remember to leave with the whole notebook. Sometimes when you don't make enough checks, you forget some things like that. And I was tempted for a second or two to turn back. It would have probably taken me about 12 minutes more. I turn back and get the proper book and reach them. But I say it is more important. More important to reach in time, at the appointed time where you and other people make an agreement. You appoint a time where and when you must meet. And it is very good when you agree to meet where and when that you keep the time and you keep the place at the appointed place and the appointed time, and other people can rely on you to meet the same commitment that they meet in, rely on you. It is very good to be reliable, and that is one of the methods of you finding other people that are reliable. If you make yourself reliable, you will sometimes disappoint yourself and disappoint others not being reliable on this occasion or that occasion. But for the most part, as a habit, as a rule, it is best first then you make yourself, you can rely on yourself to do the better thing and do the right thing and make the better decision. And when you can rely upon yourself, you also prove to be reliable to other people. That's great. And you will find other people reliable. That's great. I believe so. It's good. In thinking about that walking coming down, it reminded me how much we the males, especially the adult males, let down our female counterparts and companions and company. We the males, more than all the female, let down the male. I believe we the males let down the female more than how let down the female too much. So you can imagine if the males are in Jamaica get downhearted and frustrated and lack any confidence that they will be able to pull themselves out from underneath this oppression. If they lack that confidence and them downhearted, can you imagine how worse the female should be? And yet I don't think the female them feel more downhearted than the male them, although they're more under more burden still than the male them. I don't think they're more downhearted and give up hope more than the male them. I don't think so. And same like how we the males for the most part let down the expectation and the spirit of reliance that the female will have on us. We let it down a lot. So it is that the older people have let down the young people very badly, no matter how much injustice we the old people did suffer. Not making this place a better place and allowing the young people them to come up under them depraved condition, yeah. Depraved condition is a terrible letdown to the young people. I don't know, not all of them realize it, but I know some of them realize it, that they have been terribly let down by the older generation and allowed to come up in this disgraceful situation of subjection to other people is the worst thing when human being is subjected to other human being. And nothing, I don't think anything worse than that. To be subjected to other human being and not to be a freedom enjoying person, individual. Anyway, the numbers are 619 1508 619 1508 and 279 8473 279 8473. We'll go to the live chat right away. Kevin Law said, good morning, Jerry. Waiting for your program from North Philadelphia. Thank you very much. And Sister D. Ruben agreed. The Bess FM family and Jerry and everybody, and say, there with grace of the Almighty. I give thanks for life in abundance. And Kevin Law said, today is the first day of summer. It is going to be the longest day of the year. Well, the 21st of June is recognized for many years that at certain parts of the earth, the 21st of June, roughly the 21st of June, is the longest day, at certain parts of the earth, longest day, in other words, the day when the sun shines. The longest amount of hours between maybe 5:30 at some place in the morning, or even little minutes after 5, until 7 o'clock after 7 in the evening. Longest day of the year, them call. I think them call it the summer equinoxes. Equinoxes. Noxes mean night time. But the night time and the daytime almost equal one another. We have a call here. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Welcome, Mr. Small.
Oh, go on, Carter.
I'm in a day in a Portmore. I listen to the show.
Yeah.
He said, Jerry, this morning about 4:30 when I meditate.
Yeah.
I said to myself, so, you know, me have a go in my catalog and play two tape and meditate under these tape.
Yeah.
One of them are your tape, you know.
Yeah.
Jerry, you know, so as your show get older in age, more people listen to you.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, the YouTube statistics show that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, because I was listening to this tape. And when I look at the numbers that listen to the tape, it's gone over 3,500 people.
Over the time, oh.
Over the time, you know. So, people listening over the time, you know.
You have some guys that collect money off of the tape there, you know.
Yes, for big money spinner.
Yeah, because them send up the tape in the YouTube and me send it up in there. But I don't fight against it still. But them send up
it up in there, Mr. Small?
No, them send up the tape in the YouTube and them are collect off it.
Lord of his mercy, you have to put a stop into that, man.
No, I prefer it go on for the time, you know, people can see it, and then later for that, you know, but I fret about that. Next call.
Jerry.
Yeah. When you get organized properly, you will be able to get your due. But you know.
Jerry, news coming out of Clarendon.
Yeah.
That they find 4 children and their mother throat cut in her house.
When that? Which part of Clarendon?
Well, I have it on my phone, but I would have to go back there and tell you the exact district.
All of them,
and
them still breeding or them stop breeding?
Well, it's a developing story, so the full detail is not yet out.
I know, so up to recently, people get cut and one of the people never did.
Well, you know, just putting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, one of the things that my meditation brought out this morning.
Yeah.
The church should never tell our people that is only Jesus can solve our problem.
No, you can't prevent them from telling people that. Don't waste the time on emotion of wanting to change people or tell people what to do and what them can do. How you going to get the church to stop telling people that?
Not true, Jerry.
I said, how are you going to get the church to stop telling people that?
You have to put it in you have to legislate it and put that.
No, so legislation stop crime?
Jerry.
No, I'm not talking about no Jerry, man. Myself legislation stop crime.
Not in
Making
totality.
law, passing law against crime, stop crime?
Not in totality.
No, not at all.
Man, Jerry, we in serious, we in a mindset problem.
I same like how the people, most of the people are brainwashed and them create an idolatry around the Jesus name. So it is that most of the people in Jamaica, about half of the people in Jamaica, believe like it's a sin to condemn the JLP and PNP. You know?
Yes,
So
Jerry.
you're mad for condemn and it's a sin and it's a vital, it's a social offense. When you know.
Then even where I live in Portmore here, when I pass in my corner, a certain corner in Independent City, that is pro JLP.
Yeah.
Them man they get checked almost every week to buy liquor and all them things there from certain MP. You know, your man tell me all the while, careful how you run up your mouth against the government, you know, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, all them argument, all them persecution them be around here. But me not care.
Then if the JLP develop the one other gang, you know, must expect say giving man drink every week. They might develop a gang in that area.
Yes.
And them do have
So
to
that
get
they
it.
can secure them.
Yeah. But remember, you know, but remember, you know, remember, them is in trouble. Them in more trouble than me. Them in trouble. Them coming to the end of them career. You hear me tell you?
Yes.
Yeah, the JLP and the PNP are come to the end of them career of ruling on behalf of England.
And that will get them to be very violent, you know.
Will we be afraid?
No, I'm not afraid, Jerry, because I know that I can't die. I don't come along
No, we're not talking about the dream thing. We're not talking about the dream thing. We're not talking about the dream thing.
I'm not afraid, Jerry.
What Claude McKay say?
If we must die,
No,
let it
no,
not be like us.
No, him not say if we must die now. Him say if we must die, different sound that you know.
Yes.
Say it
if
so.
we must die.
If we must die, not if we must die. And on a poetry Claude McKay recite, you know. Claude McKay rallied the people, them say, if we must die, because them say we must die. If we must die, don't let us.
Be
Like what?
like hog slaughtered.
All right. So therefore, the JLP and the PNP are gear up, as I say, to fight physically the rest of the population.
Yes.
All right, then no.
With their majority.
Yes,
their
no, stop
minority.
tripping on the majority, man. Stop, you only blow them up and I get afraid of them, man. Which kind of majority? Which kind of majority, them, man?
Minority.
Which kind of majority? So therefore,
Minority, Jerry.
yes, so when we talk like how we are talk now, them people are said to us, say, hey, you know, go on, you know, you hear the man say, hey, go on talk where you talk, get mind yourself, you know, and they must sip them liquor. And other people are say, how them a talk, say, them don't know, so them liquor off them head. Well, since then, don't all living things die?
Every day.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes, but life go on. But anyway,
But Jerry, let me ask you this.
calm down, man. I'm going to stop shout.
Jerry, isn't it our duty to protect the next generation so that they don't live worse than us?
All right, I'm going to just keep it simple. I focus on the JLP and PNP now. We are gear up. We are gear up for keep we under subjugation so that them can get richer and richer. And the main threat with them use is a threat against their life.
Yes.
Well, just remember.
Just remember.
If we must die, since we are threatened with JLP and PNP, if we must die, we are threatened. If we must die, we're not going to die like hog. It's going cost. It's going cost. Yes, it's going cost. It's going cost the JLP and PNP them life. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I should be continued, Mr. Asma.
Yes, man. Next call. Good morning and welcome.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, I hear Mr. Carter telling you. Oh, go again?
No, man, may I hear you? Go on.
Oh, sorry about that, Jerry. Yeah, man, I hear Mr. Carter telling you about the horrible incident over there in Clarendon.
What them say up now?
The bodies of 5 persons, 4 of them children were found dead this morning in Chapelton, Clarendon. I gather that one of them is believed to be the mother, and the other 4 bodies are those of children.
And is all of them is her children?
Not clear at this point. I gather that their throats were slashed and detectives are now on the scene.
What name of the district?
It is in Chapelton. The name of the district is New Road.
New Road, yeah.
New Road near Chapelton.
Yeah, man. You have 2 roads going to Chapelton.
Yeah.
One like a roundabout, like a one-way thing. But I don't know if it's one of them road, yeah.
Indeed. Jerry kind of bring back memories of, I don't remember the parish, but there was a killing in a place called Killancally.
Killancally, yeah.
Yeah, some years ago, a horrible killing of children and adults together.
Yeah.
The mayhem continues, Brother Jerry.
Yeah, long time. I remember when I was a little boy, a man did kill 9 out of 1 family in St. Mary with a machete.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway. All right. You have anything else you want to talk about?
I shall return.
All right. Thank you very much, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah, we have any more call? All right. Let's get back to the live chat, Live chat. Conrad Tomlinson say, yes, small. Today is said to be the longest day of the year. Yes. In some part of the world, yeah. Caribbean expats, Bongo Jerry, your cheerleaders gone over Rwanda. Your cheerleaders gone over Rwanda with them pom to cheer on Johnson Smith. Think you would get an invite to tag along, or you're no groupie like Robbie M. Who is Robbie M? Don't know who is Robbie M. What am I refer to then now is the fact that only send them wife and some more of them gone to Rwanda for going to suck up under the Queen. Like how the Prime Minister of Rwanda suck up under the Queen. Him there. Same name General what? When come the other day? What name again? Kagame. Recently, I see some people send out something on social media, some news about some great thing Kagame do in respect of some other African in Africa, like some great thing, and they must say, boy, Kagame one great leader. Well, no, I'm not going to run follow all of them propaganda there. Many times propaganda confuse us. You see Mandela do some great thing, then you see him do some foolishness. And you see Mugabe do some great thing, and then you see him do some foolishness. And you see Gaddafi do some great thing, and then him do some foolishness, and so on and so on. And you get confused, and some people don't realize that some of these people don't really make out of the stern of stuff. So them going to Rwanda and they don't go and try get, what's her name? Johnson. One of them government ministers in the Labour Right government. They try to get her to be Secretary of the Queen in the Commonwealth. And so on. And that them going about. Them going now. And we have pay how much million now for them go there. So go to that. So that this person I talk about in live chat. Sister D. Ruben said, it is Newlands. Or the incident took place in Newlands, not New Road, Newlands near Chapelton. A real tragedy. Condolences for all in the family who know this family. Delroy Graham said, great rising, Jerry and Bess crew and all other loving ones. Conrad Thomas said, after today, the daylight part of the day will get shorter until December 21st, when we get the shortest daylight. Okay. Conrad Tomlinson said, no, and continue. On December 1st, we get the longest night, yes. Bevan Verweda said, morning to all. It is said that gods exist and created all things. Some say no. Others say God exists but have no right to tell us how to live. What do you say? Me? Gods are the creation of human minds. Gods is created by human imagination. That is what creates gods. Tony Thomas said 4 children and a mother were killed in Chapelton last night. Okay. Dental Bosco said, Hail Bongo, Jerry Small. Family worldwide. Delroy Graham said, you are right that we are to give up on our fighting spirit of the 60s. That we give up. You are right that we give up on the fighting spirit of the 60s. We become docile by having too much fun by singing and dancing, and we are in big trouble. Bless up. And Bevan Fairriver said, how did man come into existence and what is the purpose of our being here? Well, life is all existence. Life is all existence. I don't know. I can't answer them questions. I know very little. But I know that human being make up gods to explain things what them don't understand. Human being make up a lot of things to explain to other human beings what them don't understand. But I know say life goes on forever. And some people are talking about the beginning of time and all them. I don't know about no beginning of time. But maybe it's that goes so, but I don't have no evidence on no beginning of time. I can't answer all of them questions, but one thing, I'm not going to swallow up other people say and start to worship no gods, which is a creation of human being. Yes, the numbers again. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. We hear a piece of music now. This one is a warning and we get it out sometime. Jennifer Barrett, a warning. Go hear from Jennifer Barrett.
This is a warning. You better take heed, cause Jah is calling. I don't know how it get to this. The people need some justice. He let me know you're not go like this. I just said if you teach, you can't destroy this. Rasta, we are up in this stormy weather. I climb up with some things up on the ladder. Before you teach the youths how to live together. Yeah, hear me, brother. This is a warning. For you Rasta who now hold the meditation. This is a warning. For you evil and thieving politician. This is a warning. For the youth we are destroy the nation. This is a warning. You better take heed or there's gonna be a destruction. Hey, heads up government, me attack to Mono. The people that take out them all hard, they won't know. What happened to the people in education? You want to lead an educated nation. You teach the youth them how to believe in the done. Hey, what's happened to the Almighty One? Jah people, you better have a righteous plan or a judgment on the land. This is a warning. For you Rasta who now want the meditation. This is a warning. For you evil and thieving politician. This is a warning. For the youth where you destroy the nation. This is a warning. You better take heed or there's gonna be a destruction. Yeah. He that sitteth in the place of the Most High shall abide on the shadow of the Most High. High to the Most High. He then me no know really want to know. Who not destroy the earth like it a phono. Well, Jah, when Sakitono, but Kuhono.
Yes, another call. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Morning. How are you doing? Welcome.
I gather that there was a minor accident in Ocho Rios this morning.
Yeah.
somewhere in the vicinity of Ruins Restaurant and Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
I gather that there's a pile up of vehicles at this time. No reports yet as to the status of those involved in the accident. But motorists are asked to proceed with caution.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Wait.
And remember, speed kills, so kill your speed.
Yeah, man. Speed, yeah.
Indeed. I shall return.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yes. The numbers again 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Good morning and welcome program.
Good morning. My time?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to turn off the radio. I didn't know I get through so quick.
Hold on. Come again.
I'm going to turn off the radio. I didn't know I could get through so quick.
Yes, man.
Yes, I turn it off now.
Good.
Yeah, a couple points. I want to make a follow-up comment to a call I made yesterday.
Yeah.
Somebody called in and say, the blind man from wherever, and you asked him much question and he couldn't answer.
Oh, I think Coombs, not Coombs.
Yeah. I want to say that I know very little, and I don't know everything. And whoever said it, I could say to that gentleman, I could get a 10-year-old child and go to him, and that 10-year-old child could ask him several questions and he can answer.
Yeah.
A child in 6th grade who know about trigonometry and maths, history, and those things.
Yeah.
Even a child in grade 7.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of trying to find out who know more than who to anything. I know very little, but during my 40 years in the classroom, I try to impart and educate the young ones. What life has taught me, I pass it on to them. And I always say to them on many occasions, when I teach, I hope and I try my best that all of you here will come out better than me.
Yes.
And many of them have. And there are two cases that come to mind. I want to go through quickly, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
One day, long time, I was teaching at Calabar at the time, and we got some back pay. And the time, 20,000 was a lot of money. Anyhow, I have an account at the premier branch in Halfway Tree. That bank locked down now, and it moved some further down the line. And every time I go to put in the money, they turn me away. So I must tell where we come from and all those type of things. Anyhow, to cut the chart, after being turned away about 3 times, the last time they said me, they must go to the principal for him to write a letter. So something like, when I went to the school, it was holiday, and Mr. Brian gone on holiday. Mr. Brian was the principal, he's Patrick Brian's brother. And he was on holiday.
I know him. Yeah.
When I went back, the gentleman said, give me the story again. So I start quarreling in the bank. When I start quarreling, I see a man come out, dapper, good suit and look good. And he said to the teller, I think I know that voice. And in my vexation, I said, no, you don't know this voice here. So I said, you have a teacher at George's? He said, yes. When I check a stock, he's the youth, you know. And he's the manager for the bank. I won't call his name now where he is, as a manager. And he said, and tell me where I teach him, and he can't tell me his name, and I remember. And then he just said to the teller, excuse me, and he take the papers them, and full out and sign, and we get through.
Yes.
Yes. There is another one. I'm going to tell you this and then hang up. When I reached university, one of my greatest care was statistics. Math, every time the professor started to write on the board, the head started at me with sigma, mu, and the summation and all those type of things. And to cut it short, there was a student in the class who did all the work for me. Luckily, that course did not require you to do an examination. All you did to do was classwork and homework. And when we get the homework, and the guy did the homework for me, and me carry go upstairs to present it, if the professor asks me to open it and read it, me dead. Because me don't understand it. And it is as a result of my student I taught that boy in school. And he come back and help me.
Nice, good.
Eh?
Good.
That young man, old man now, because when I was teaching, I was only 3 years less than him. Later became the principal of Penwood High School.
Oh, yes, sir.
And employed me there. That's the last place I taught before I retired. When you talk about you went there the time, you understand me now?
Yeah.
So I don't boast that I know, as I said, I know very little, but what life has taught me and the little that I know, I try to impart it to my youth, to my children, and try to help them in life to become good and to be better than me.
Yes, man.
Yeah, that's what I have to say with this man. I had other thing, but I'll say that for another day.
Well, thank you very much. We have any more? Excuse me. We have a few more live chat. Pablo Music. Him have a granddaughter birthday today named Maya B. So with Pablo we wish Maya B all of the best. I don't know if we can play some music for her. Pablo Music say, bless up all attentive listeners. Bess FM family, happy birthday to Maya B, my granddaughter, Harry. Yes, Pablo. Dental Basket says, Mr. Small, taught from birth to trust in the establishment, authority, and institution. But what if they were run not for our benefit, for one fulfill the role to the best of their abilities to think? Yeah. And Bevan Fairweather say, indeed, we do not know all things yet, to claim it is the imagination of man that created God. How could you know that? I didn't say that. I said created gods. And I think it's you. Was it you who brought up the topic? The way it was brought up the topic said gods. Created gods. Come again. Reply to that now. I'm going to read back your comment. Indeed, we do not know all things. Excuse me. Yet you claim that a very small claim that is the imagination of man that created gods. I didn't say the one God, gods. How could you know this? What you do now, call the program and make me your reason. Brian, Bevan Fairweather, you call the program and make me your reason. And we can see if we can make some sense out of this. Can you do that? Do that now? Conrad Thompson say, Small, what do you think about Holy Spirit? The reason why I ask is because I saw a video of a preacher waving his hand to congregation and everyone. I don't think that one complete. But we might have another call come to the phone. Next call.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
I trust I'll find you well.
Yes, man, but your radio is too loud for us too.
It's all right. Let me go turn it off. Give me a second. I'm outside, but
all right. So walk on.
Let me go turn it off. Give me a second. I'm outside, but
You want another one too?
yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, man, you go ahead, sir, please.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, you're good, man, you're good.
How are you now? How do you do?
Yeah, man, we do well, man. All right.
You do well?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I just want to say a few things on this Commonwealth thing.
Yeah.
Subject.
Yeah.
And the new alignment.
Yeah, man, go ahead. I think you're still listening to the radio, and through that.
No.
All right. Yeah, man. On the Commonwealth subject and the new alignment. All right.
Take off the speaker.
All right. Commonwealth subject and the new alignment. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You have a quad with the Old Dominion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm establishing our triangle inside of it.
Oh.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Africa, Caribbean, and Asia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Britain, who came out of Europe, and we know to see how them can develop them trading and whatever and exploitation of what is roughly about a quarter of the world's population when you look at the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So there's not too much of mystery what they're on there. And create a point man over Rwanda and a point man in the Caribbean here.
A point boy. Eh? A point boy.
Well, you're probably right than me on that. my boy in the Caribbean.
What Trump called for him rabble? What him called for him rabble?
No, you lost me there.
Yeah, him call them the Proud Boys, not true?
Yeah, but no, go with this one.
No, yes. Well, no. Boris Johnson, Holness is one of Boris Johnson Proud Boys.
Bojo.
Yeah.
Bojo, them call him.
Yes, it's hard, but it's one. Holness is one of them Proud Boy.
So we're up to quite a bit of manipulation to fit the triangle into the quad.
Yeah.
So them can run them things. And I'm afraid our leadership is manipulated. I don't think they value what we have here in the Caribbean, or in particular this country. Right?
So you own them as your leadership?
Well, the current leadership.
I hear you say, look, I hear you say our leadership.
Well, the leadership of the country at the moment.
Yes, well, I'm going to tell you this. It might sound like semantics and just splitting hairs.
Yeah,
hold on. It might sound like semantics and splitting hairs. Anytime you refer to them as our leadership, your brain not working right. And
in a general sense, man.
In no sense are these parasites, and this one in particular, any part of my leadership. In no sense at all. But in some senses is your leadership.
Well, obviously they're not leading all of us.
But I'm telling you, it might sound like semantics, but once it might sound like semantics, but once you can refer to wholeness and the government of Jamaica as your leadership, your mind is playing tricks. You did say our leadership. You did say.
Yeah, my and our are two different things.
Yes, our, you and others. There's a leadership of you and others. And I'm telling you.
Who they claim they represent?
I am telling you, it is not a simple thing when you can. It's not a simple thing when you can refer to them as our leadership. And I'm telling you, that is why no, I don't. If you don't want to, hold on. Allow me to look here. When you talking, I allow you for talking, no man. Listen to me. Cause one reason why you're not allowing me for talking because you don't think I talk in a sense. But you yourself all right. Let's see. You start again. Cut me right away. You yourself brought up the topic of new alignment, a very good topic, and it is going on all over the world. Some people are making new alignments that are bad, and I expect that we, the sensible people, would be making new alignments that are good. And I'm telling you, if you cannot get it out of your mind and get it out of your vocabulary, it is a serious thing. That's why I'm not afraid. They want us to be afraid to refer to revolution. But without any apology, I know that is only revolutionary action can rid us of the fraud of the GLP, the PNP, One Order, and Klansman. Only revolutionary action. And I'm not apologizing. I have no apology about speaking in such terms. I have no apology in alerting people that we are not supposed to be afraid of the soldier and the police. And if they are used against us to continue this exploitation, we must resist, no matter who they are, without apology. I'm telling you. So you can go on referring to them as your leaders. I'm telling you, you're not ready yet.
I was trying to just myself, but you
all right. You're not quiet, man. You're not quiet. Because every day is a new day. Yeah, but really and truly, don't.
The revolution is coming.
It is here. It is not coming. People don't understand when a revolution is underway. You know, it's not until them say the turmoil before them recognize revolution. You know. Revolution is here. Yes, it is here and now. It is here and now. Look here. One of these trips that you see Wholeness going on with his wife, gone to suck up under the queen. One of these trips he's not going to return here now. And he's planning it out already on what I'm damn blasted know. Him damn blasted know that him and Wheatley and Reed and Chang and the whole of them, Mala who fought him, the whole of them, they are planning and know that one day they are not going, it's a decoy. One day they're not going to come back here. When them knows that the pot full and brim to the brim, they're not coming back here. That's why they have money abroad. That's why they have money abroad. That's why I'm registering them company abroad. And that's why most of them businesses abroad.
I'm have whole heap of flags flying on and whole heap of...
All right, but remember, all right, make us stop joke around like we are drinking too liquor. I am telling you that one of these trips where you say Wholeness gone pan, he's not going to come back here.
Yeah.
All right.
The Commonwealth have a record of that, you know.
All right.
You just go abroad. They don't come back. Things happen.
I'm going to play a music for your name, Summertime, and you listen it good.
All right.
Yeah, Summertime.
I'll get back to you further.
But thank you very much. We're not quarrel here, sir.
No. We are discussing things, but you see the word is awkward sometimes, you know.
Yes, stop. You have to train yourself. Stop thinking about them as your leader. Stop it. Otherwise, the revolution going to take you.
No. That's happening.
Well, all right. Well, retrain yourself starting today, the 21st of June, the longest day of the year. Retrain yourself. All right, all right, brethren. Here, sir.
Take care.
Take care. Have any more? Good morning. Welcome to the program. Morning. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Are you there? Not there? All right. No problem. Problem, but no frustration. Yeah, man. Conrad Tomlinson said, yeah, what about the Holy Spirit? I saw a preacher waving his hand to the congregation. The Holy Spirit. People use a lot of words and make a lot of claims. And this give them more respect and people listen to them more. Come here and make a discuss. Call me discuss. All right, we have a next call. Good morning. Welcome.
Morning.
Welcome. How are you doing?
Nice, Mr. J. No, I've been listening to you quite a while now.
Yeah, man.
Other station. And you're always against this party here, that Jamaica Labour Party. I don't know why.
Yeah, only the Jamaica Labour Party I'm against.
Yeah, as far as I'm seeing, because you're sympathetic with the other part.
All right, tell me. No, use a word. All right. Tell me something that I said that make it seem like I'm sympathetic with the PNP.
You're always talking about wholeness and Buster.
No. I said, tell me something that I said about the PNP. Did you hear? Tell me something that me said that make sound like me favor PNP.
A lot of things you say, man.
All right, tell me one.
No, but everybody here.
Tell me one thing that I said that make it sound like a favor PNP.
Well, you always they and Mr. Howenitz and Bustamante and Sierra.
It's a set of coot. Wholeness and Bustamante and Sierra is a set of coots. Like the PNP, just like the PNP coot them.
And then it's revolution, something I like them, something.
I know you don't like it. Do you? All right. Do you admire the United States of America?
No, I don't admire United States.
You don't admire them. You don't admire them.
I don't admire those places.
All right. The United States of America that your party worship, the JLP and all this.
Me no vote. Listen.
So why trouble you when I discard the Jamaica?
No, but you sound like you're aggressive to that.
No, me aggressive to the two of them. We're aggressive to the two of them. We're going to sweep away the two of them.
Not like the Labour, right? Not like the Labour Party, though.
Not like the Labour Party.
No, you're against them.
So why that trouble you?
No trouble because the violence. I don't like how you're talking about revolution.
Violence? No. Listen here. Jesus Christ, they tell him disciple. The Christ, they tell him disciple. Them say, time change now, and all who no have no sword, sell the nice garment we have, but people still buy from you. I'll do it second hand. Sell it and buy one sword. You did read that part where Jesus Christ says in Luke 22?
I heard the talk.
All right, you have a Bible? You have a Bible?
Yeah, man, I have.
All right, open it at Luke 22. You have it there now with you?
No, I understand. I believe you. I believe what you say. I believe.
You believe? You believe?
Yes, but I say I don't like the violence.
No violence we are dealing with. Self-defense, not violence. Self-defense.
No, man, I don't like. No, but we don't have a war in Jamaica. Thank government and the citizens don't have a war.
You're a joke. You don't know nothing. The government in Jamaica is not of the people of Jamaica. It's not a government of the people of Jamaica. It's a set of crab louse and parasite.
No, but they was here from long time.
But that is the problem. That is the problem. They are here as a crab louse from long time, and we have to cramp them and kill crab louse. Yes, we do.
I'm not in that.
Well, don't stay one side. Well, stay one side then if you are not in that.
All of us who die, all of us have a time.
Yes. You ever hear about Claude McKay?
No, well, yeah. I read about.
What you hear about Claude McKay?
I don't remember.
You don't know a damn thing about Claude McKay. Let me tell you the most famous thing what Claude McKay said. And it is so great what him said that Churchill, the leader of England, take it up and repeat it to him one people. Claude McKay said, if we must die, because you just said we must die, right?
Yes.
All right, so Claude McKay say, if we must die, make we not die like hog. Make we sweep out the whole of them we are oppressed and cause we to die. That's the whole of them half dead since we must die then. All right, thank you very much. Call again soon. I know you don't like it. Go one side and sit down, please. Don't vex with me. Sit down and go read Luke 22 and call me back, yeah? Thank you. Break.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Government must take me for idiot. How am I better off if them are going to roll in me allowance them and tax them? That don't make no sense. How?
Lord Cheryl, you get caught up in that too? Where your pay slip there?
See it here. Show me how that possible, Miss Know It All.
All right, follow me. You get $106,250 for your basic pay every month. See your allowances here, which add up to $23,500. You don't pay income tax, but you pay NIS, pension, NHT, and education tax. That amount to $15,661.
All right, may I follow you?
All right, no. Your total net pay for the month is $114,089.18. Now, let's say under the new compensation system, your annual basic pay is $2.7 million for the year. And this amount absorbs the 3 allowances them where you used to get. Meaning, you get one money. I remember now, them can't pay you less than what you did I get before. That's not possible. You will pay tax on the difference with more than 1.5 million because that is the threshold.
Okay.
So you pay NIS, pension, NHT, little income tax, and education tax. That add up to $47,656.
Then that no more tax than what me did I pay?
Yes, but no more money you get now. Stay with the thing now, my girl. So after your statutory deductions, pension, and NIS, your new net pay will be $177,340.50. That no more money than what you did earn when you add up your basic pay and your allowance them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, that's about $60,000 more a month, right?
Yes, and if it was a case, say, when them put you upon the new compensation system, your compensation higher than the level where you're in, you would get a temporary non-taxable allowance, cause them can't make you worse off. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry yourself, my girl. Just wait till you get the official information.
Why? Thanks, yeah, Michelle. I have to go buy a lunch out of the retro money, cause now what? April 1 it's effective.
The preceding explanation on the new public sector compensation was brought to you by the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. Visit mof.gov.jm to learn more.
What does a student in Augustown, St. Andrew have in common with a small business owner in St. Catherine? How about a farmer in Treadlight, Clarendon and a firefighter in St. James? Each has a unique story about how the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, has transformed their life for the better. For over 2 decades, the Jamaica Social Investment Fund has changed the lives of Jamaicans through its projects and programs. They've supported tourism and agriculture, expanded school spaces, and made safe paths for children to walk to school. JSIF has also improved community infrastructure, boosted small businesses, bolstered Jamaica's response to natural disasters, and so much more. With the help of their partners, JSIF continues its mission of investing for community development.
Rio Grande to the South Coast. Hotel workers and man we're off boat. This a for the craft vendors, red cap porters and transportation at airport. Jamaica tourism pension plan, building towards the future. For tourism workers across the island, retirement benefits to contributions. Every worker in the industry, permanent self-employed contract. For your service you deserve security. Yes you do. Tourism workers pension plan, build a bright future. Yes you can. Tourism workers pension plan, workers invest through contribution. All tourism workers, age 80 to 59. Tourism workers pension plan.
Start making your contributions for a brighter future.
For further information, visit mot.gov.jm or call 876-920-4926-30.
No man, watch the pile of rubbish in the public space. People nasty, you know? Hold on there.
Sandra, where you stop for?
Look here, me have to take a picture and send to NSWMA. You never hear about the app where you can use to report illegal dumping and littering?
Now what you say to me?
Yeah man, you can call them or download the app from the Apple or Google Play Store.
Well, me have to go download the app because enough littering me seeing at this town here.
Report littering or illegal dumping in public spaces to the National Solid Waste Management Authority. Call 876-448-3220 or download the NSWMA app to report illegal dumping and littering.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
Looking to clean your vehicle super clean? 123 Clean Car Wash, located at 2 1/4 Osborne Road, Kingston 10. Entrance on Grove Road, below Tropical Battery. They wash and vacuum, undercarriage wash, engine wash, polish and compound, shampoo and detailing. Call them at 876-631-3400. 123 Clean Car Wash, the best in the business for a cleaner wash.
1, 2, 3, believe me, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3.
Veg Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Veg Printers, your best choice in printing.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Let a place look good, my brother. Let a place keep clean, my sister. Let a place look good, my brother. Let a place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Let a place look good, my brother. Come along, sister. Come along, brother.
Yes, good morning. Welcome back to the program. We're into the second hour of the program here now. Take our call on the line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Jerry. It's me again, the gentleman from Sav.
Yeah, man. What going?
Yeah, I called you to ask you a question. I forgot. I was listening to, I always do, listening to Professor Verin Shepherd.
Yeah.
And there was a man that I held in high esteem. His name is Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
But I never kept the whole of it. And she was saying, more than one person heard it before, say he was a racist or something like that. Could you enlighten me? Why
Well,
he said that?
Mahatma Gandhi did spend a good time in South Africa. You didn't know him did spend a good time in South Africa?
I know.
I believe him
Yes.
start him legal career in South Africa too. I'm not sure if him
Yes,
started.
he
but
did.
yeah.
He went to Oxford or one of them university there, you know.
Him start and him legal career was in South Africa, and also him was in some armed forces in South Africa too. South Africa.
Yes. Yes.
At certain time, him used to make some expression disparaging about the African, you know.
Okay.
Disparaging about the African. Now, many things happen after that. I don't know if him change his mind, but that is part of him record. But him do some great things for his people after that, the Indian people. But it was while he was in Africa, him wake up to how him supposed to lead them people fight for throw off England from half of them back.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was mentioned a number of racist regimes and so on, and they mentioned there was even a guest person mentioned a lot of racism that took place in Argentina.
Yeah.
And it was in that light a whole set of people who they were mentioned that we don't know were racist.
Yeah.
And it was terrible in Argentina.
Yeah, a lot of the Latin American countries, in other words, the Spanish, Portuguese, and French-speaking countries in South America and Central America, and even North America, a lot of them have had large African populations, you know, but they were suppressed and hidden even up to now. A lot of people don't know how much of a large African population is in Mexico because they were always kind of suppressed and hidden and, you know, in the background.
Mm-hmm. In that light, East Indians in Guyana and Trinidad seem to cling somewhat to India because I heard...
They seem to do what?
Cling to India.
Yeah.
More than... I heard...
No, when you say than, cling more to India than to where?
Than the Caribbean.
Well, naturally.
Well, so I'm more than Trinidad and Guyana in particular. So
naturally, that is natural.
Well, yes.
If the East Indian came from India voluntarily and say, let us go to Trinidad and let us go to Guyana and let us go to Jamaica, you don't think them going to still cling to the place where them did come from?
Yes. Because I tell you that I heard that there were times when cricket match was being played in Trinidad, West Indies versus India.
Yeah.
That the Indians in Trinidad were cheering for India.
Yeah, most of the time. And if an African team come here to Jamaica and doing well against a Jamaican team, you will have a large percentage of Jamaica population cheering for the African team.
Okay.
And if the Jamaican that run for Jamaica proclaim allegiance to Africa, they were going to get more respect from the people in Jamaica. If people know said Bolt I defend Africa, and Shelley and them they defend Africa and them way there, them respect are even greater, you know.
Okay.
So it is natural for people to gravitate to them homeland and to them relatives in the place where them come from. So that is why people marvel when them say such a high percentage of Jamaican deny Africa, bleach them skin, and put on European looking eyelash and all them kind of thing there.
Yeah. It could be like the last World Cup. One of the World Cup that I think France won. A large percentage of the team was were African.
Yes.
From African the French football side were black.
Yeah, because African. France did grab up a whole heap of the land in Africa, and a whole heap of the countries in Africa speak French as them language, and them think as Frenchman.
Yeah. Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast,
Liberia, and almost every country in the world now have Africans playing football for them and running for them.
Yes.
You know, almost every white country in the world have Africans play football for them and run for them.
Yeah, for them country, they are English and they are French.
Sometimes they buy them and sometimes they give them citizenship too.
Yes. America is like that. The USA, some basketball and athletes too.
Come on.
Well, that is how it is, I guess.
That is how some people are. And so when some of us now are determined to reestablish our Africanness,
yes,
nobody should get in our way.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And when we see the government of Jamaica being a puppet and a prostitute to the big countries, especially the European country and American country, that's why it's sick. Most of our stomach so much to see them. Sick with stomach. You see the house nigger role where them play.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, yes, huh?
All right then.
Have any more? All right, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Some people will feel uncomfortable when I talk this way or I talk here, but no people that don't decide to get up and stand up on them foot and exert themselves and prepare themselves to fight and struggle and defend them people. No people not get no self-respect. People who try to be nice guy all the while. And also a great nation built by nice guy. Let's get back to the telephone. Good morning and welcome. Any call? Good morning, welcome.
Hi.
How are you doing, ma'am?
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Oh, sorry, there's a lot on your phone. I'm going to see if I can get it off.
There's what?
Oh, echoing, like I'm hearing myself. Yeah, so... so how are you?
It's nice to hear the lady voice.
Yeah, I am setting the precedence this morning. Watch when I hang up, you're going to see many more ladies calling.
All right, that's lovely.
Yeah. A caller made the point this morning that he was wishing that the churches would stop promoting the idea that the answers is in Jesus, that we should wait on Jesus to solve our problem, Jesus Christ, that he was going to solve the problem.
Yeah.
And he had a problem with that. He wants to know what we can do about it, what we can do about it. And what I'm saying is we don't need to do anything about it. That's what they're supposed to do, because that's their level of consciousness that they're at this moment. They think that the answer to all the problem. I have that situation too when I talk to people and they tell me there's nothing we can do now. We just have to wait on Jesus or it's God that's going to solve it. It's the same thing with the politicians. I mean, we have corrupt politicians and we want to do something about it, but we really don't need to do anything about it. Yes, we need to do something, but not what we're thinking. We don't need to stop them from doing what they're doing. What we need to do is create the system that we want, because the churches are part of the religious system. The politicians are part of the political system. The crime that we have and the violence that we have, they are part of what we'd probably call the socio-economic system. So that system is working for the people who created that system. Mr. Carter and myself and many others who call your program, we are of another system, and even yourself, we are promoting something different.
All right, that's one thing. In other words, that is the church's purpose. And,
yes.
And therefore, I would like you to discuss for the people the purpose, what purpose is about for human being, and that our different people have different purpose.
Or we would say that that's part of the religious system, because religion promote that, especially Western religion, that's based on Christianity, because not all religions are advocating Jesus as their role model.
No, but every religion have them purpose, and don't we have purpose too?
we have purpose, but it comes to me. My impression of that is it comes down to an individual thing. Each one as an individual, we have a purpose to be here, and we knew what that was before we came.
Yes.
We knew what that was. The difference is that once we get into this earth realm, we seem to forget. And rightly so, because that is what creates all these beautiful experiences that we have, because it takes us into different directions until we do come back to the point where we start awaken, we start becoming conscious, and we start realizing, oh, this is what I need to be doing. This is what I'm here to do. Some people wake up to that and they start living their purpose. And to me, that's the only time you're going to be truly happy or feel truly fulfilled is when you live that purpose. And the religion is different from spirituality.
Right.
The religion is part of a control system that was set up to control people. That is not the case with spirituality. Spirituality is about recognizing that I am not different from the rest of life.
Right.
I am connected to all of life because it's one life.
Right.
And when you get to that recognition, then you're not going to want to kill people.
Exactly.
You're not going to want to hurt your neighbor. You're not going to want to do something that you wouldn't do to yourself because you
take the word out of my mouth. Because when you say a while ago you wouldn't want to hurt your neighbor, I was just about to say because hurting your neighbor would be like is hurting yourself.
Yes, by extension it is. But and that is why the role that the other systems play is to keep us divided. The more separate we are from nature, and the more separate we are from other human beings, is the easier it's going to be for us to hurt them.
Yeah.
Or want to start a war against them. But if we take on spirituality versus religion, and we realize that person that I'm hurting is by extension and a part of the same life that I am part of, then we're going to go with love instead of hate. So that's what I'm saying. We need to create, and the beautiful thing, what I'm happy about, is that there's a new world, a new earth that's being created right now, while the old one is still in existence.
Yes.
The scriptures talk about there are new heavens and a new earth that we are awaiting, but I don't think we need to wait. It is right here, and it is being created.
Instead, you take the word out of my mouth again. You see, I make me jump. I was just about to say, instead of awaiting, why not be creating?
Yes,
because that is a fact. Some people are awaiting.
That's why I like talking to you, Jerry, about these things, because we are pretty much on the same page, and I'm sure a lot of your callers and listeners are on the same page too, because there are certain qualities that you will possess and you will know when you're part of this new earth. And I don't want to do it today. I will call back to talk about them, because I have been writing them down as I go along, and I'll call and share them, because people might be saying, well, how do I know I'm part of this new system that's being created, or a part of the old system?
Yeah.
And and maybe I will take the first one. So for example, the first one would be looking at the political system, for example.
Yeah.
If you are fed up and dissatisfied and sick to your stomach about what is happening in our political arena right now, if you are fed up with it and you are taking no sides with it, then you are awakening.
Right.
And if you're taking the steps to create something different, that is in opposition to what we are having now, where you are looking out for example, we are looking at a government for the people, of the people, by the people, a civil rulership.
No. Well, I think
leadership.
No,
leadership.
I think you are constructing something that led to a different thing. You're looking for a government by the people, for the people, this and that and so on. That means that government now sound like a service, which is different from what you were experiencing before and what you don't like. The rulership.
So it's service. If you're looking to serve and to lead versus to rule and to take by force, then that's one of the signs that you are awakening, and so we need to continue that process and develop a system, come together and develop a system that will work for us, not try to fight against what's there, because you're using your energy in the wrong way.
All right.
The energy you're using to fight it, you use that energy to create something that we want and encourage others to become part of this one.
All right.
And the more of this we have, is the less of the other one we will have. They will eventually go out of existence because they won't be having any support. Everybody will be coming over to this side.
All right. Now, I am sure that there are some females and some males somewhere out near Newlands in Clarendon, like me and you and others who are awakening. And as we awaken this morning, we get news that 4 children and their mother's throat, was cut in Newlands in Clarendon. Now, if people like me and you live near to that mother and those children, and we are aware that maybe a relative or maybe a stranger is threatening those 4 children and that mother, and we are aware that apart from threatening those children and that mother, they are willing to go further and cut the 4 children throat and the mother throat sometime in the next 2 weeks. What would you call me about? Not on the radio, no. What would you call me about nearby? Because I am one of the neighbors of those 4 children and the mother, and you are another neighbor. Maybe we live a mile away because that's still neighbor, or maybe we live next door. If you are aware that somebody is threatening those 4 children and their mother in Newlands, Clarendon, and you are aware that I live nearby also, and I am awakening like you, what you would call me 2 weeks before? Because the person I plan to cut them throat like say 2 weeks time. What you would call me 2 weeks before and contact me about now? What you would say to me about this 4 children and this mother?
Well, first of all, Jerry, I have to say that is about the saddest news I've heard in a long time. I've been hearing all of the violence, the cases of violence and so on, and that one really touched me deeply when I heard that this morning. It is a travesty. But what we would want to do is see that family as our family, see ourselves in those people's shoes, and so what we would want to do for ourselves is what we would do for them. We would want to make sure we take every step to make sure that they're safe.
All right.
Now we have a system where we can't even depend on the authorities.
That's why
we can't even say report.
That's why we're going to contact one another once we hear a threat, or once we hear some quarreling next door. And somebody say, "Me will kill off the whole of and kill myself,"
That's right.
So we know, and we know we can't depend on the police and the soldier. So you would contact me, and what you might say to me when you contact me.
And then we get the citizens association involved. Hopefully we have a citizens association, so we get all the citizens becoming aware of this threat and becoming aware of this potential harm to this family. And then together, and that is why I loved the former system where we used to have these little councils. We used to have councils of elders and the wise people and so on. And a lot of things we would sit together and we would resolve them as little groups within our own community.
Yes, because the guy who is threatening them is a part of the village too, and probably come to the council meetings too, but they have a personal thing with the mother probably.
Usually they're from there, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not from the area, but there might be connections to the area.
Say for instance,
for argument's sake.
Say for instance, the guy did have a good relationship with the mother, and him even have 4 children with the mother, and him get frustrated for some reason. By either some of our behavior, or maybe him is drinking too much. Maybe something wrong with her, but it's just something wrong with it. Him usually move with the rest of us and sit with say nobody thief one another goat. Him usually move with the rest house and sit with and nobody not drive through the village square too fast. But personally, jealousy and certain other things make him lose control. So normally him is a good citizen. But once him feel like somebody playing with him wife, him get crazy and him start to trip. So, but we have
and
to
that's education, and that's where education comes in too, because sometimes it's the anger that leads people to do things that you know they would normally have done.
Yes.
Because like one man mentioned too, that guns don't kill anybody. It's the users, it's the people behind the guns.
Angry.
And what is pushing these people to do what they're doing?
All right, let us pursue now. Practically, if we, just like how we hear late, when we hear this morning about the 5 cutthroat, you know, we hear late. But if we heard early, like when the threat was being made, say, I will cut the 5 on the throat, and you contact me, I'm sure that you would ask me to meet with you and go first to the mother. Or if she love chatty too much, everything you talk, she chat it out at the same time, we would still be careful what we said to her. But we would go to her and test her and see whether we can prevent the thing happening or whether we should advise her to move out of the area. Or we might say to ourselves, maybe we should go to the man and talk to him. But I'm sure you would contact me immediately and say, let us move now, because within the next 2 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if this happens.
That's right.
And
that's
if
being
we
and that's being proactive. That's not just caring, because caring, that's what love is. And not just is it about caring, but it is also being proactive, you know, and taking the necessary steps to prevent a potential.
So instead of awaiting the new earth or the new way of governing the village, of serving the village, we would be, instead of awaiting, we would be creating a new way of serving the village.
Absolutely.
Now, suppose we make contact with the man and say, oh, I know you're disgruntled about certain thing, and I know it burn you and thing. But what can we do to prevent this thing work out in a tragedy? We don't want to fasten your business. Please, can we talk to you? First thing we have said, can we talk to you about this thing? Because the man would have said to us, oh, you're fastening my business. And if him say, all right, what up to, what I say? It sounds like him favorable, because I'm not saying, well, don't come out of my business. And we say, boy, we know, said, certain thing burn full enough. I wouldn't like it work out in a tragedy, because we always say we don't live together. What we can do to make sure say this now and so on. And if we feel him out of him, say, hear me now, you know, it's nice people, you know. But no matter what you say, you know, say me determined to kill a woman there. So if we find out that the guy say him determined and him take out the machete, because a lot of times him take out the weapon and show you know. So me have it here already. And if we find out say make the plan already and him determined, we would have to go back and do something now and say, are we going to move the mother? Or are we going to keep a neighborhood watch at the yard? Or are we going to try to remove the man?
Yeah, and I'm sure the more minds we have, you know, the more ideas we will be able to come up with, you know, as to, you know, so we can reach, you know, a good conclusion. Because, you know, if you have 4 people making suggestions as to what we could do, and it's easier that way than when it's just one person or 2 people just coming up with ideas, right? So that's why the group, that's why the community spirit is so important. You know, coming together of like-minded people, that is so important. And every act of kindness that each one of us can do, each act is preparing us on to be part of that new world, that new earth.
Right. So, but
so
you realize
anything that you can do.
You realize that it might have to come to a physical separation of the man, where there is a stranger, because it might well be a stranger who will kill them 4 children and a mother, you know. But I think it's more like
some other related event or some totally unrelated event, like you know, it might not just be a domestic issue; it might be something else. But it is so gruesome. You know, it sends shivers just to talk about.
Yes, and because it sends shivers.
Those are the practical things that we need to be paying attention to and giving our energy to. Because calling, I find calling and complaining about the things, that's not going to make it any better. You're actually giving your energy to those things when you complain too much about them.
Yes, exactly. So
it's
therefore
good to be aware of it,
So therefore you realize that before the next 2 weeks, we might have to take some physical action. One of the action might be driving her away with the 4 children in a car. One of the action might be holding on upon the man and say,
Yeah.
But so therefore,
in any case, though, we would have to come from a place of love and care and kindness. Because even with the gentleman, let's just assume it's a domestic issue and it's the way we are saying it. That man can also be reached too.
Yeah.
Because he's acting out how he's feeling and how he's seeing things.
Yes, I understand.
And if we can get him to look at things differently.
Yeah.
Then sometimes that's all it takes. They say the circumstances might remain the same, but you just put a different frame on it, and it makes the whole thing totally different.
One last thing before I go to another call.
Mm-hmm.
There are cases and there are humans that you are not going to deter. You know that?
Oh, yes.
So we still have to be prepared to physically guard that woman and those children.
Yes, for sure, sure.
And if he I have to go to another call, but if he comes against her, even though we're guarding her, we might have to put our hand on him.
That's right. That's right.
And if it's 10 of them, if it's a gang, similarly, it will take more preparation. But if it is a gang preying on the community, the same procedure can work.
Good example, Jerry. That's a good example because that's a current situation.
All right,
too.
Yes.
So
we could talk again
about that. That's a very good example.
We could talk again about that part as soon as you want, or any amount of time you want. But let's talk again.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Soon. Thank you.
And blessings to your listeners as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Next call. All right. We have the numbers are 6191508, 6191508, and 2798473. 2798473. We have another. Good morning.
Yes,
welcome. Morning.
Mr. Jerry.
Wagwan.
Jerry.
Yeah.
God bless you, man. I told you cool again, man. Jerry, me not have much credit to you.
Wagwan.
I'm telling you the truth. God bless you, man. Totally cool from electronics, Lawrence Tavan. You know what?
Yeah, man.
Me want to talk to you for you, but the credit is bad me and things.
No, man. Don't. All right, go talk,
you see
man.
what you said to the lady, eh?
Go on, man.
You see what you said to the lady there a while ago? What you say? I don't want to reach out to Jamaica a long time. I'm going to go up and Kilimanjaro sound and both Melotronics. I'm going to talk out to the people and show them something. You see, when a man being threatened, I'm threatening somebody, him being hurt.
Yes.
You see, and you say clear and good. Look, we need a big word and I go on the bush for them people I do a long time. Here?
Yeah.
Go to the person where him are threatened and say, if you have something for the man, if you do the man something, stop it. If you have to think property or whatever, stop it.
Yeah.
Let me go with it. And find out where the earth come from, because everybody has feelings. And sometimes the bullyism and the people them can't get no justice and whatever, where they have to go out of the way and do wickedness.
Yeah. Half of the time is that. Yeah, man. All right, Tony Cool.
And now they don't send no help from the government or the people, the police.
Yeah.
The bullyism, man, a trample man, and take on the property, and do people wickedness and go and tell them, friend, say, boy, the man did this and that, when him do the wickedness and whatever. I mean, not a man right to go out and kill people and whatever, we have to stop it. And the boy, we have to teach people about that on youth, I encourage you to do killing. Region. I would have me have to talk to you about. I'm not talking to you when I get some credit. I may need to sit down and talk. I want to come in here, please, for you there. The station, I may go sit down and talk. God bless you. Do the thing.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
God bless you.
Have another. All right. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Last week Monday was whose birthday?
Last Monday, my mother's birthday, and I don't know.
You don't have no grandson where?
Yeah, Tuesday, the next day was his birthday. Tuesday, that's Josh's birthday.
Joshua?
Yes.
All right, now listen. Come to the program this morning too.
Yeah.
Where you are going, where you just said to me, listen.
Yeah.
Identify your pain and your hurt.
Yes.
And deal with it.
Right.
The whole way go through problem more than where this situation is.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't know because I listen to part of what you talk about. Is it that this gentleman is the father of the children, them?
I don't know. Could
right.
quite likely.
These things we want to find out. Because listen, you have some man and woman who lose a screw.
Yes.
Two of them lose.
Yes.
You laugh with a joke.
True, man.
Them believe that them own the next human being.
Yeah, the partner, them believe them own the partner.
And them do them own themselves too tough.
Yeah.
So when the hurt come,
earthquake.
It's unbearable, so them say.
Yeah.
Now, I hear people talk this. Say you don't have the right to put your hand on your partner.
Yeah.
Now your children.
Right.
Now, me kind of sick in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there comes a point one time my head is gone.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah, man.
Okay. But somewhere along the line, it came back. And today, I glad for that.
Right.
Let me explain something to you now. I had a baby mother. Now, me is not like the average man. We say, to be a man is to have enough girlfriend and enough children.
A bongo.
Yeah. And sometimes if I dedicate myself to Tom, no, to Mary or Jane,
yes,
I do it unconditionally.
Right.
Now, the lady frightened me. One day I will tell you exactly how it go.
Yeah.
Okay? And I shed tears.
Yes.
Them say, man, no cry. Shed tears and get it out of your system.
There's no better song.
Long time. Now today, that same lady, I am partially taking care of her.
Great.
Because she have all Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
And that is something nobody want.
Yes.
Anybody close to them to have.
No.
Do you understand, Jerry?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, what are we hello, Marie?
What is not to love Marie?
You know Marie first name on radio?
What?
Talk fast.
Oh.
And by the way, last week when I called you, you said me have a minute left.
Yeah.
You remember when I tell you?
What?
The border of St. Mary and St. Anne's, White River.
Oh, yes, you're right, man. You're right.
All right. She said she went to Galena.
Yes.
We sing at the Born and Grow Galena.
I don't sure now. Well, the passing I come from St.
No,
Mary.
hold on, man. You remember, according to them, the best woman dancer.
You mean Tanya?
No.
Eh?
No.
You mean Miss
The lady returned Christian now.
Yes. Marianne Hall.
What's your name?
Marianne Hall, otherwise known as.
And your good friend name?
Marie.
Argument done. You all right?
Good, man. Better.
That's easy. And you remember, if them can't find the gentleman,
yeah,
it's best to find him and talk to him and make him understand. Say, evil breed evil.
Yes, before. Find him before.
You understand and don't? You understand what I'm about?
Yeah, man.
Just cool.
All right, thank you very much. Next one. Yes, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
Yes, Miss Thompson. What going?
I am here, man. And good morning to all our listeners.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm so disturbed by hearing these things, What happened to the children and, I was kind of focusing on the war what in Spanish Town, and I was kind of writing something together, and now I hear this disturbing news about the children. I'll just have to, I think also they should stop calling the children kids, because see how they are setting up on them like goat kids now. I cut them throat and them something like. It's so, although, maybe some would say that's not the answer, or,
not important,
yeah. But, it's just disturbing, man, and it just, make me feel like I can't even explain, but it's very hurting.
Yeah.
And, I would like you to play this song for me, What Kind of World, by the Cables.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm here listening. And
all right, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Cables. All right, do you have any more? Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Indeed, Brother Jerry. Further updates on the situation in Clarendon.
Oh, go on.
I gather that the name of the district is Cocoa Peace.
Cocoa Peace, oh.
Indeed. I gather that even as we speak, Jerry, members of the police high command is on the scene. I gather that the commissioner himself was seen earlier on.
Yeah.
I also gather that even as we speak, the Minister of Education is on location there.
So what them doing? What Minister of Education have to do that? It take place at a school?
No, but perhaps because the children, are students. So perhaps.
I think they're just making an appearance. Who says there? Harris Chang too?
Well, he's in Parliament, I get him.
Yeah, because Wellness out of the country, I'm supposed to be Prime Minister now.
Yes, I gather that he made some comments, read the situation in Parliament this month. They might deal with some SLA matters there, I gather.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Jerry, I gather that a member of the JDF happens to be the lady who got killed. At least one of her children is here.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Yes. And I gather that he was being consoled. He was in tears. He broke down on the scene earlier on, I gather. And he was being consoled by members of the JDF and the...
One question interests me a lot.
Yeah.
Whether this crime was done by a stranger or somebody well known to the lady.
Well, it's interesting you made that point. I gather that a cousin is a person of interest, a male cousin of the woman killed.
Oh, yeah?
Is a person of interest. I gather that he is nowhere to be found since the incident happened. Yes. The information is sketchy at this time, but it is believed that he was living at the premises or nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but
so, just a point of interest. Do you have any more, Carly?
Indeed.
Just a point of interest. What necessitates all the police commissioner now for go on the scene there?
That's a good question. Someone might say, well, as you say, you know what? Let's leave it at that. I shall return.
All right. Okay.
Indeed.
Yes. We have enough time to take one more call before the lunch break, and therefore the numbers are 619 1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Some more live chat. Conrad Tomlinson, talking about preacher waving a man to congregation and talking about the Holy Spirit. Him add to it, to the ground shaking and speaking in tongues. What do you think? Well, a lot of people express themselves in religious terms that are dramatic and draw attention, and and some people genuinely will fall into a frenzy of talking out a whole heap of sound, like how baby makes some sound that is not exactly words, but they are expressing their emotion. And them call it speaking in tongues and all that kind of thing. A lot of people do these things, but a lot of this behavior is learned. People see it before, and people are inspired to do it because give them a good feeling. Next one say, Ricardo Portia says, shout out to all listeners across the world. If we have the attitude that it's going to be a great day, it usually is a great day. Good morning, Bongo. Thank you very much. Have a call here. Next one. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Welcome.
Morning, Bongo, man. Wagwan.
Fine, thank you, man. Wagwan.
And so now, this time to your listener, them I call them, you know?
Yes, sir.
And all the people that we are defend this revolution. Our ancestors, them got to verse on this, you know, and them fight for the change, you know.
Yeah.
Right now, we're willing and already in that Bongo.
I go and talk to man, make we understand what you say, man.
Yeah, people, no, don't be downhearted. Them news, yeah, I go come. As me tell you now. PNP and JP now just give up like that. So no, don't be downhearted. Stand up. And make up the mind to defend the thing. Long time we are dead like this, you know.
Like who? Hold on. Long time we dying like who?
Like how them a kill the youth, like how you see them kill the mother and the 4 youth.
All right. What kind of crime? What kind of murder you believe this is? Are you here?
That murder look like a hate crime, you know.
Well, I believe all murder must be hate crime, but what? Although some murder is self-defense, but still hate. But what kind of murder? I mean,
this murder is to make when we hear now we get afraid.
No, so what kind of...
Put your hand on head and not cry.
All right, anyway. What kind of situation? What kind of situation lead to murder like this? What do you think?
I mean, look on it, you know. May I say, a woman and a force, you know, and throat just cut. How does I hate crime that, man?
Why? We're not going to reach anywhere right just repeating ourselves over and over, you know. We can't stay here and find out what caused it, but at least we can think together and get some understanding out of it more than we just repeat. So, boy, this is a hate crime, this is a hate crime, this is a hate crime. But usually in my experience, murders like these usually occur between people who know one another well. You know? Rather than a stranger. Rather than a stranger buck up on a situation. Like if a woman come around the back of her yard and say somebody I take out the whole of her goat, them out her goat pen. And she object. Usually it don't really result in 4 children throat cut and then the mother throat cut. It's usually a different kind of murder. They might kill a woman, one or any her son, them run come like them out defend the goat. But no, you, me not talk about community now. You personally. You live next door them, maybe you and them talk, or maybe you just say hello, but you know, no long argument with them. But maybe you and them talk good. And you hear dispute go on till you hear somebody say, because I have heard this thing more one time now. You hear somebody say, yeah, hear me now? That's why some people just kill off the whole of them family and kill themselves. And our next one might say, boy, I have a good mind, just kill off the whole of one. And sometimes you hear people say to them, the children say, have a good mind, kill off your mama and the whole of one. But frequently we get a little inkling, we get a little sign before. So some violence out to broke out in some neighbor that we have or some relative that we have yard. What you think you could do if you get a little sign, say, in a few days time?
Individually.
Eh?
Me individually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, me individually, I try to talk to the man and tell him to don't go to China.
Talk to the man, all right.
Yeah.
But when a man in them rage there and you talk to him, you know, say you have to talk to him gradually.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense just stay over your yard. Hold on, listen to me now. Listen to me now. I don't think it makes sense just stay over your yard and say, hey, what kind of idiot thing that, man? I don't believe that's the best way to start a reason about that.
No, I'm in a different way to deal with things, man.
Yeah. At the same time, it can be a man where you and him move good that when you don't book about a road, them way you don't talk to one another. Like so. You did pick up the other way last night and you pick up the other three brethren and you know pick me up. What kind of idiot thing that, man? Sometimes we used to a man that you can talk to him them way. But in the circumstance where you hear him a threaten now, say I'm going to do something drastic, you wouldn't start the conversation with them kind of word, not true? Even though you and him usually chat that way there.
No, me not more intelligent.
Yes.
Me don't even try to talk to the woman too.
Yeah, but I believe if you know the woman alright, you can find out from her what is the problem. At the same time,
you must know the two of them good.
You don't must, no, you don't must. All circumstances vary all well. On the other hand now, one thing I believe, I would have yell him or try make 4, me and him I reach make 4. Because you know say, when you're the next human being, I make 4. Them usually send some signal to you. Say, wow, you can't talk to me, you know. Like, you know, if a man even vex on you and him, I make 4. You look upon him and him say, I look upon him and don't say no hostility upon you. And him say, wow. Tell me where you are, man. I know say you want to say something. So you test him that way there and then make sure say nobody else not there. Because if you're going to try to reach somebody, you know, but try to reach them in a crowd. And you try to reach to them and say, boy, you hear me, man? You know, and you start talking to him and tell him, say, boy, I know, say, boy, you know, and you gradually ask him if it's all right to talk to him or if you not to say nothing to him. And gradually, him will indicate to you, say, yeah, you hear me now, man? Just leave this thing alone, or this thing big on you, you know, and I'm determined and you kind of, you try as hard, maybe in the evening you talk to him again and problem cool out the time there. But definitely, I believe, say, we get frequent signs about trouble about to happen, even 2 weeks down the road or maybe tomorrow. And there's ways that we can learn and train ourselves to be of some assistance, you know? Not boring in too fast anyway. But it's now 12 o'clock. Thanks for the call here, sir.
It's good to be here, Bongo, man.
Yeah, man. Glad to have you. Midday. Let's go for a break.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with JIS Midday News for Tuesday, June 21. Coming up, crime management initiative launched in 2 communities, 15 social housing units to be constructed in St. James, and Jamaicans urged to play a role in achieving water security. The news in detail after the break.
I'm advice I don't know all the shot and tally. I have a message to everyone. Get vaccinated. Hey, tourism the main driver of the local economy. It provides us with jobs, save the country. So everybody in the industry, get the job and come follow me. It don't hurt to the nerd. Link the nurse cause the vaccine work. Get vaccinated. This is a message from the Ministry of Tourism. Get vaccinated. Just get vaccinated. You're deaf?
Now the news. The government is to implement a new crime management initiative in the areas of Norwood St. James and Denham Town in Kingston. The pilot initiative, also known as the Savings Lives Entity Salient Joint Program, aims to dismantle the factors that make it possible for the illicit trafficking of firearms and ammunition into the country. It also aims to address the root cause of violence. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang says the initiative will utilize a variety of strategies, including legislation, policy, training, investigations, law enforcement, and data collection.
The program is aligned with our Jamaica's goal, that is Goal 21 of the Development Program, a society which is secure, cohesive, and just.
Dr. Chang was speaking at the recently launched Reduced Small Arms and Light Weapons in Jamaica project at the Jamaica Evangelistic Center in Norwood Heights, St. James. The project will be spearheaded by the ministry and implemented by the United Nations Development Program, UNDP. Some 15 social housing units have been earmarked for construction in St. James during the 2022-23 financial year to benefit homeless persons in the parish. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie says the ministry will be working closely with the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation in the undertaking.
Here in Montego Bay, probably the second largest population of persons living on the streets. Kingston would be the #1 location. We're going to be tackling the question of social housing in St. James. We have some 15 social houses targeted for St. James in this financial year. Working closely with the Office of the Prime Minister, the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation.
The minister was addressing a recent Homeless Day of Care event at Jarrett Park in Montego Bay. He further reiterated the government's commitment to have one adult transitional facility for homeless persons in each parish. The first in the country was opened in Kingston in May. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Senator Matthew Samuda, is calling on Jamaicans to intensify their efforts to store and conserve water. This in light of current projections of below-average rainfall for large portions of the year. Minister Samuda says climate change has had an impact on the quality and quantity of water available in the country, and water conservation is key to ensuring Jamaica can navigate times of drought.
Dry periods and drought are recurrent features in Jamaica and are becoming more erratic. Last year, the Meteorological Services reported that the island received below normal rainfall for the past 12 months, except for March, July, and August. For this year, rainfall was forecasted by the Met Office to be below normal again and near to normal between the period of March to May, as the island transitions from the dry season to the early wet season. It makes sense, friends, that we therefore take the necessary steps to ensure our water security.
Mr. Samuda was speaking at a recent ceremony to commission into service a 100,000-gallon storage replacement tank in Westgate Hills, St. James. And Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his wife Juliet Holness left the island last evening to participate in the 26th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, CHOGM, in Kigali, Rwanda. The meeting is being held under the theme, Delivering a Common Future, Connecting, Innovating, Transforming. The Prime Minister is accompanied by Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for information, Robert Morgan, and other delegation members. The delegation will join Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, who is hoping to become the first Jamaican to be appointed to the post of Commonwealth Secretary General during the summit. She arrived in Kigali on Monday. The Prime Minister will be away from the country until June 27. During his absence, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang will be in charge of the government. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Hello, this is Julie Candler with the BBC News. Moscow has threatened Lithuania that it will soon face serious consequences over a ban on the transport of goods through the Baltic state to the Russian territory of Kaliningrad. A senior Russian official, Nikolai Patrushev, called it a hostile act and warned the Lithuanians would feel the pain for their government's decision.
This example shows that you cannot trust either verbal statements by the West or written ones. Russia will certainly respond to such hostile actions. Appropriate measures are being worked out between departments and will be taken in the near future. Their consequences will have a serious negative impact on the population of Lithuania.
Lithuania maintains it's implementing EU sanctions imposed over the invasion of Ukraine. A British subsidiary of the mining company Glencore has pleaded guilty in a UK court to corruption offences. It was accused of paying millions of dollars in bribes to secure access to crude oil in several African countries between 2012 and 2016. Will Ross reports.
Britain's Serious Fraud Squad found that Glencore, via its employees and agents, had paid bribes of more than $28 million. This happened in Nigeria, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea and South Sudan. The Swiss-based mining firm has also pleaded guilty to corruption charges in the United States and Brazil. It expects to pay up to $1.5 billion in fines. But with commodity prices rising due to the war in Ukraine, Glencore is making more money than ever.
The highest administrative court in France has upheld a ban on the burkini, a Muslim swimming costume, in public swimming pools. It rejected an appeal filed last month by the French city of Grenoble. Hugh Schofield in Paris has the story.
In Grenoble, as in most French towns, women are prevented from wearing the burkini in municipal pools because of hygiene rules that strictly limit the types of permitted costume. But the Green Party mayor felt that this was discriminatory. A lot of Muslim women in Grenoble did not have access to a public service because they would only come to swim if their entire bodies were covered. So he had new rules passed in May, which, without actually mentioning the word burkini, were clearly intended to allow women to wear it. But very quickly, the French state hit back. Under a new law on religions passed last year, the state got an injunction to block the mayor's new rule. The mayor appealed, and now the highest court has once again found against him.
France's centre-right Republicans say they won't join a coalition government, despite holding talks with President Macron after his failure to keep his majority in Sunday's parliamentary elections. Mr. Macron is meeting a series of opposition politicians to try to break the deadlock, and they include the far-right's Marine Le Pen. World news from the BBC. The value of Colombia's currency dropped sharply at the start of the first day of trading since the election of the country's first left-wing president, Gustavo Petro. There's close scrutiny of the economic plans of the new president, a former rebel fighter. He's promised to tackle inequality in Colombia. Police in the Maldives have fired tear gas and pepper spray at a crowd who stormed a public event for the UN International Day of Yoga. They've arrested 6 people. With placards proclaiming that yoga was against Islam, the crowd entered a football stadium, attacking the crowd of 150 people, including government officials and diplomats. Nearly 70 people are now known to have died in severe floods in Bangladesh and India. Millions have been displaced from their homes as more places are submerged following incessant rain. Here's our South Asia correspondent, Yokita Lamai.
Sunamganj in the Sylhet region of Bangladesh is among the worst affected areas. The country's military has managed to reach the city, but it is struggling to get to more remote parts around it. Frantic operations are underway to try to get food supplies, clean water and medicines to those stranded until they can be moved to safety. The situation remains grim across the border in the Indian state of Assam as well. Authorities say relief efforts are being hampered by heavy rainfall.
The Egyptian prosecutor's office has said a young man accused of killing a fellow student when she refused his advances has been detained. The announcement follows an outcry on social media after a video appeared to show the woman being stabbed outside the gates of her university on Monday. Wildlife authorities in Malawi say they're transferring 250 elephants to a national park, where the population has fallen significantly, mainly due to poaching for ivory. 50 years ago, there were well over 1,000 elephants in Malawi's Kasungu National Park. Today, there are just over 100. BBC News.
Live from NPR News, I'm Lakshmi Singh. A new U.S. Supreme Court ruling that Maine's tuition assistance program must cover religious schools stands to affect institutions in more than half of all U.S. states. NPR's Barbara Sprunt reports the ruling was 6-3 along ideological lines.
The court said if a state uses taxpayer money to pay for students attending non-religious private schools, it has to also use taxpayer funds to pay for attendance at religious schools. The decision effectively invalidates provisions in 37 state constitutions that ban the direct or indirect use of taxpayer money in religious schools. In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote she believes this is another step in the court dismantling the wall of separation between church and state. She wrote, quote, "The consequences of the court's rapid transformation of the religion clauses must not be understated." Barbara Sprunt, NPR News, Washington.
The House Select Committee examining the January 6th attack on the Capitol last year will hear more today, this time from state officials who faced off against then-President Donald Trump. NPR's Claudia Grisales reports it's the panel's 4th hearing this month.
Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, his deputy Gabe Sterling, and a former election worker from Fulton County, Georgia, Shay Moss, will testify in person. Trump accused Moss and her mother of false claims of election fraud, forcing both into hiding. The panel will also detail former Trump Chief of Staff Mark Meadows' role in the Georgia pressure campaign. In addition, the committee will present videotaped testimony from other states, such as Michigan and Pennsylvania. Arizona House Speaker Rusty Bowers will detail for the first time the pressure he faced from Trump and his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. Claudia Grisales, NPR News, Washington.
Russia may be on the verge of capturing Severodonetsk. NPR's Greg Myrie reports the city is key to the Russian military's campaign to take eastern Ukraine.
They really only have one part of the city. They're holding the Azot chemical plant. It's a big chemical plant in the city. About 500 or so civilians are also holed up with these remaining Ukrainian fighters. The Russians have been hammering this city relentlessly for weeks, slowly advancing, and now they've basically got the Ukrainians down to this plant. The region's governor says Russia is also pressing an offensive in surrounding regions. This is the center of the Donbass region and really the focus of the Russian operations.
NPR's Greg Myrie. Attorney General Merrick Garland has made an unannounced visit to Ukraine where he met with that country's top prosecutor. Garland pledged U.S. assistance with war crimes investigations and help with the prosecution of Russian soldiers accused of atrocities against Ukrainians since the Russian invasion began in late February. This is NPR News. A U.S. Navy warship had a tense encounter with Iran's Revolutionary Guard in the Strait of Hormuz yesterday. The Navy says a Guard speedboat came within 50 yards of the USS Sirico. The U.S. warship fired a warning flare. The Associated Press reports that the Navy says yesterday's incident was the second unsafe and unprofessional encounter it had with Iran in recent months. The maritime tensions coming amid a larger standoff between the U.S. and Iran over the Islamic Republic's nuclear program. South Korea successfully put its first domestically produced satellite into orbit today, becoming the 10th nation to do so. Monitoring the story from the Japanese capital, NPR's Anthony Kuhn reports a previous attempt last year failed.
The 200-ton Nuri rocket delivered a total of 6 satellites as high as 500 miles above the Earth's surface. They include a dummy payload, a satellite to verify the rocket's capabilities, and 4 cube satellites developed by South Korean universities for academic research. South Korea's first space rocket was launched in 2013, but part of that rocket was built in Russia. South Korea's space program includes plans for a satellite-based navigation system, 6G communications, and eventually a lunar probe. South Korea currently relies on U.S. spy satellites to monitor North Korea, but it plans to build its own in future. Seoul says its rockets will not be used as weapons. Anthony Kuhn, NPR News, Tokyo.
The Dow is up nearly 500 points, or 1.5%, at 30,385. This is NPR News.
I'm Gregory Warner, host of the podcast Rough Translation. On our new season, we're telling stories about the cultures of work.
The 9 to 5, it's a myth.
And rest around the world.
I came into this totally prepared to defend my American productivity.
At Work, the new season of the NPR podcast Rough Translation.
I've been waiting for your love.
Ice the Charm Music presents the single I Am Happy by Mary Isaac, produced by Sangy Davis, distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email icecharmmusic with a Z at gmail.com. I Am Happy by Mary Isaac is on the Ice Charm Music label, promoters of clean, uplifting reggae music.
Kept on yearning for your love. I'm happy, so very happy, yeah. I've been waiting for your love, my love. Get done waiting for your love, my love. Sending love to me. I'm so blessed. I'm feeling so complete. I've been yearning for your love so long. Kept on yearning for your love so long. Now my heart is happy and free. knelt and prayed for your love, my love. You're the gift, a special gift that finally came through. Always knew I'd find you and you would find me too. I've been wanting your sweet love, my love. Kept on wanting your sweet love, my love. What a blend of love we now share. Peace and love, joy and light surrounds me everywhere. I'm so happy. I'm happy, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Mr. DJ, can't you see I'm happy? Happy. The smile on my face, see me when my waist, I'm happy. Feel up the vibes, cause we're alive, get happy. Turn up the sound, everyone around, be happy. I'm happy, 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 happy. Yeah. I've been waiting for your love, my love. Kept on waiting for your love, my love. Thank you, love, for sending love to me. I'm so blessed. I'm feeling so complete. Oh, I'm so blessed to love. I'm feeling so complete.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
Looking to clean your vehicle super clean? 123 Clean Car Wash, located at 2 1/4 Osborne Road, Kingston 10. Entrance on Grove Road, below Tropical Battery. They wash and vacuum, undercarriage wash, engine wash, polish and compound, shampoo and detailing. Call them at 876-631-3400. 123 Clean Car Wash, the best in the business for a cleaner wash.
1, 2, 3, believe me, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508. 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. Share the joys together. togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, you'll feel the soul inside of you.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Welcome back to the program here now in the afternoon. And today is the 21st of June. Tuesday, 21st of June. Welcome back to the program. And in the afternoon here now, these are the numbers. 619 1508 619 1508 and 279 8473. Let's see what other live chat we have here. Okay. Yeah. Live chat. Have a call? Ready? All right, we'll go through. First, I'll take a 2 live chat. Sister D. Ruben say, yes, I Ross Bongo. Nah, apologize for talking things. People have to understand say only revolutionary measures going free I people. And yes, it is underway right now. Oh, yes, I'm glad we know it. It is underway. And Caribbean experts say, Bongo there, where's the Bobby Montague, Scruel, and Wheatley? I don't know him called Scruel, almost railroad. Them missing off the scene and they just keep low profile. Brogard, take the flashlight off of them. All right, let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Bongo, how are you doing?
Good afternoon.
Bongo Jerry.
Yeah.
What are going there? You know, you're damn keep ready, man.
No, him not very good, man. Come hear him very good, you know.
He not very good?
No.
That have the parallel.
Look like parallel we need to be food. Anyway, Taliban come back, come get to it. Yes, a parallel. We don't have any more parallel. Okay, yes, we have some more live chat again. Bevin Fairweather. No. Delroy Graham. Wait. All the good thing are going on. Okay. I make a mistake. Make a mistake of the correct.
Uncle Jerry.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, man, I Tony again. You hear me now? Tony cool again. Listen me now.
Hold on. All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah, man. I want to do something for me. I'm a big fan the other day.
Talk slow. Don't rush it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, man, to the credit, you know. You know what? We want to repeat your programs on Sunday evening and some other time in the evening. Even when some man stand to and the lady them before the pastor and the man. You especially want to repeat. Hey, Joy, the country need teaching, yeah? And the older people, them, you know, them 70s, at them cast them the church and I tell people.
No, you're talking too fast. You're talking too fast. Talking too fast.
Yeah,
Where's about older people?
Yeah, and them are teaching people about no love not there, and no God not there, and love can't go shop and them things. That's how the girl, them and the woman, them are treat them boy, people them so wicked.
What age?
So wicked,
No, hold on, sir.
Yeah.
No man, it can't make no sense here. Who you say teaching children that no love exists again? Which
the
age?
older people them. The older people them. And at them, some of the boy them and the man them are teaching you them about them to turn killer and all them something. Most of the youth them want to do good, you know, and do want to better too, you know. You understand? So we want to repeat the program.
All right, we'll hear that already, man. Go on.
Yeah.
Wait.
I want to stop telling about fight. Fight at that one love want and get together.
Hold on. We must stop tell who about fight.
We have to fight for this and fight for that. The youth them put it a different way. That's why they have to put them gun and ammunition and about them a wicked man and bad man and them something there.
No, that's not what responsible for people are talk about bad man.
Yeah.
We supposed to be willing to fight for our rights and our freedom.
Yeah, but we have to make them know which way to fight. Which way they might talk up they do it in a different sense. Fight means
No, you're mixing up nothing. You're mixing up something here.
One time, now listen on the radio, yeah?
No, hear me now. No, hear this now. If you call here, we're going to have a discussion. It's not a matter of talking where you want to talk and then run gone. We have any more call? Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, where are you?
Fine, thank you.
Alright, you remember me had a talk a couple months back with a talk about the brother from the African country coming and then you see an Indian man coming and then you see the Queen family.
Oh, Kagame. Yeah, Kagame.
Yes. You see everything I play out like a book.
Yeah, man, a playbook is a playbook.
It's a playbook. Them England set everything and Andrew them are jump around like some chicken and they make it look like a them are the stuff.
He is not like a chicken, he is a chicken.
Yes. You know? And then guess what?
And you know, say Boris Johnson is one of the most worthless leader of any government in the world.
Yeah, man, but what I want to show you, I work me depend.
Yes.
So I want to show you, I talk about this in money.
Yeah.
You know, say England, it is mentioned, me I watch the news, England is supporting Kamina Johnson-Smith.
Yes.
So if England support Kamina Johnson-Smith, that means, me just sure say England want to keep Jamaica, then I want to lose Jamaica. You see it?
Yeah, because Jamaica is user-friendly. The government of Jamaica is user-friendly. It's a puppet and a gardener boy for England from a long time.
Yes. And the Boris Johnson government is supporting Jamaica in this election. So that means Queen Elizabeth, Boris Johnson is the head of Queen Elizabeth government. That means the head of the Commonwealth, which is Queen Elizabeth, is supporting Kamina Johnson-Smith.
Yeah, all right now. There's a reason why they are supporting her. What is the reason?
Because they want to use her, they want to use Jamaica to carry out their Commonwealth agenda.
All right, the main reason why them supporting her is to fight against the present Secretary General. The present Secretary General give Boris Johnson a hard time about him worthless conduct, and him worthless behavior. You didn't know that? You didn't know that?
Yeah, man. Me have a little idea about that, you know?
Yeah, so that is the main reason why they want to get her out, because she is one of the leading one in England who's showing up the worthlessness of Boris Johnson.
Yes, and guess what? Jamaica is the Queen is saying, no, you can't leave us. We're going to give you one position, a big position, so that you can't leave.
Mm. And why they want the presence of people like the Jamaican politician all the while?
Tell me now.
Because they have the dirty work that they're always willing to do for Britain. Always willing to do dirty work for Britain and America.
Yes.
Wellness and them government do dirty work for England and America every time.
Yes. I mean, I get to find out, say, with the breakaway of the Brexit that Boris Johnson did a few years back. England's economy is going down now because they break away from the European Union. So they want to ties with their former colonies to have them as a trading bloc to shore up.
Yes, because when you are attached to a group that all of you trade with one another, a large group, if you leave that large group for some reason, you're going to want to have another captive market, another group that is a market for you, like how Europe was going to be a market for them. So that is what them building something for themselves, building a toilet for themselves.
Yes. Me I go say this before me go. I told me they are right now. Me I go say this before me go. You know, say Kamina Johnson Smith I go win the election by 60% of the vote.
No, I don't know that. You know that. How you know that?
Because England support her and England Commonwealth and the Queen Commonwealth, and anybody then support them want to use that person to carry out their agenda.
Yeah, so where get the figure 60%?
Well, based on what I say, remember the big India, you know, from a Jamaica, in India have a lot of votes.
Oh, so each country don't have the same amount of vote?
No.
Oh, okay.
India have a lot of. India is a powerful country.
Yeah.
In the Commonwealth.
Yes. Well, India now also is have a government that is practicing persecution upon a whole lot of people, a whole heap of them own people. So it's a similar nature. All three of them, all 3, 4, 5 of them, is of a similar nature, kind of dictator government nature.
Yeah. So me I go call you back tomorrow, but based on my understanding, me expect Kamina Johnson Smith to win to continue the England rule over us.
All right, me go see how it go.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't surprised. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Have another? All right, next.
Yeah, bless Jerry.
Where go on?
Yeah, man, there. Yeah, but tell me something. No one vote each country have.
Not sure if it's like United Nations or if it's. I'm not sure.
Okay, come here, say if I want vote, I vote for a small island and them thing, you know. So you don't know, you can't really say she'll win 60%.
Not sure.
I don't really know much about it, but what me know is that it's just a thing where them are organized, right? Wholeness are organized so to keep the thing going longer.
Yeah, he Wholeness going to want support for some of the nastiness that him want to do. So if to get that support, him have to help do some dirty work for England and other countries who will support him when that time comes.
Yeah, just like in cut off the eye from Venezuela.
Yes, including Israel and them country there. Dirty work. Those countries always sponsor people for do a lot of dirty work amongst them own people.
Just like when Trump wanted to vote from the Caribbean and tell him to cut off the oil from Venezuela.
Yeah.
The connection with Venezuela where we get the island and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I them could dirty work them want, go around and do, but I just say, and the people will rise up, against them,
Start already.
Yeah, you see them go around. You remember the country in Tennessee, in the North American, African country there.
What name?
Tennessee.
In North America?
North America, man, North Africa.
Tunisia, yeah.
Tunisia, yeah, where the man catch himself a fire. The man say he can't.
Yes, I think it's him that start the Arab, what them call the Arab Spring Revolution. Yeah, right. True.
And revolute the country and the president in there. So when a man go on. So who are them gone up, pack up, gone a Kaguli there. And
Kigali.
Itself look big and go on the country and much people are dead in Jamaica and all them things. Jamaica upside down and me and man talk about leader. We can call them people my leader.
Yeah,
But
something
people are
serious,
puppets.
something seriously wrong if that even slip out their mouth.
Yeah. Those people are puppets, man. And then people don't show you that them people do the amount of thing with them people do for show you say. Them are puppets and them just want to have themselves in power.
Similarly, people who mistake the JLP as being different from the PNP or the PNP as being different from the JLP. Their mind not clear yet. That's why them still
none of them don't different. If you notice, even the two leaders, them none of them not different. Can you remember when the weed business there, the ganja business when Mark Warner deals ganja business, and when the licensing come up, and man say 4,500 for your ganja license. What do you think him do that? Because he want to push it out of the reach at the small farm and
whatever they do and whatever arrangement they do is to make opportunities for their clients.
Their clients.
Yeah.
You understand? So we are say right now at Jamaica we are say and we want Jamaica better. We don't want our youth and our grand youth them come live in this kind of thing where we are going to Jamaica. We one laugh for rich and one laugh for poor. And a man in a position and in want to keep himself in a position and hold on people and man have much land already and still have go about land, want to have more land and
all right, when people hear people like me and others said that is only a revolutionary action can clear out the country and let give us an opportunity for a proper government. Some of them think of it like when a man a threatening woman, say you go kill off the whole like 2 hours pick and then kill her. Like what might happen sometime when you hear 4 children dead, them throat cut and the mother throat cut. It might sound like it's a father for the family or a vex man, a man who gets some bun or some. Do that in anger. So when we talk now, says on a revolutionary action and fighting, and if we must die, we're not going to die like no hog. When people hear us say them thing, they don't think we like a madman we out to kill off him woman and pick them. Nothing of the sort, and they can't mix up with nothing of the sort. The JLP government, as soon as them get the country for control, say it's independent, them carry out a murder spree against Rastafari all over Jamaica. And they should have been met with force. But Rastafari never organized at the time. And Rastafari was kind of frightened because some of the treason trial had gone a couple of years before that against Rasta. Yeah. And again in 1978 when Michael Manley organized and killed off them people of Green Bay. Michael Manley carried out an action that was punishable by death, you know. You know that?
Yeah.
What action Michael Manley carried out?
When carry youth, them go kill them at Green Bay, man, the 6 youth, them, man.
Yes, him frame. Him carry plenty more than 6. Him carry probably more than a dozen. But some of them get to it and them kill 5 or 6. Michael Manley set up that against the young male them in a Kingston. Both JLP and PNP young male. And what him set up there is punishable by death. But yet him escape that. The action
1980 again, them have the people man have some strict thing where 800 people dead. Just to make one man win all election and all them things.
No, is it two of them kill off the 800?
Yeah. And the people them suffer. But man, all food where people forget man have it.
Alright, but when I go to really dwell upon that and stay there talk about that.
No,
what I am demonstrating, that when a people serious and a people ready, they don't tolerate that. Them organize themselves and throw that from off of them back.
Yeah.
So it's because the people ready make Buster man to never get thrown off of them back and get arrested and dead in a prison. And the same thing with Michael Manley. Lucky Michael Manley, lucky because the people have already, although there's no such thing as luck. I get to it murder. Why him never end up him days in a prison.
Him get to the system set up. That's why I want to change up the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anyway, bless her, Jerry.
But thank you very much for the call, yes, huh?
Yeah.
We have any more there? All right. I think we have some more live chat. But we have our next piece of music to play. This one named Rough and Tough by a Stranger Code. Because who is them? Who is them that we should be afraid to talk our mind? And who is them that we should be afraid to understand, say, one of them trip with wholeness and make him now go come back. When him finds that the thing get too hot, I'm going to run or go somewhere else with the money when park up outside Jamaica a long time. Who is them for we to be afraid of? Let's get to Stranger Code.
Who are you that I should be mindful of? You run for refuge and were rescued. That's a fact. Then why lie and try to bite the hand that feed you? Yes, the good you do lives after you. You could puff and puff till you bust. It shall be rough and tough on your side. So stop lie, don't try to bite the hands that feed you. For the good you do lives after you.
Yes, that's Stranger Code, Rough and Tough. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Bongo.
Go on. What with Taliban, man? I hope him call back anyway. That's Stranger Code. We can't get the rest of him? Yeah, because I'm about to come more to say about the roughness. Yes, the sound of Stranger Cole. 1964 Stranger Cole, rough and tough. So we're going to get back to the telephone now. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, Bongo.
Wagwan.
Yes, I. One drop a call from Mandeville.
One drop?
Yes, I. One drop.
Yes, man.
Yes, Bongo. The music where you just skip the cars.
Yes, yes.
But I have a heavier one for you now. Look up for your tune name, I'm Not Afraid, by a brethren called Willie Francis. That you look up.
Willie Francis.
Yes. I'm not afraid of you.
All right, where's him sing again?
Mini skirt and all them.
Oh, yes.
And motherless children.
All right.
Yes, I only that me call you about right now. But I like the program, everything nice.
Thank you very much, yes, huh?
One love, car.
All right, we have some live chat here. Go and go to. Delroy Graham say, Jerry, you earned that cheer and you're doing a magnificent lecture and always on point. I fully concur with you. The sun is always shining. Kean Brown say, Ra is willing. Blessed Bongo Jerry Small and family. Here is the ultimate expression of pure human fighting for equal rights and justice. Word, sound, vibration with power now. Bevin Fairweather says, I will soon call and talk with you about gods. I support your program. I am against how we are led. All right. Yes, the numbers again. 619-1508. 619-1508. And 279-8473. 279-8473. Now they designate Paul Bogle as national hero. You ever hear Holiness or any politician discuss about Paul Bogle? It's a hypocritical thing. They're trying to control the image of Paul Bogle and designate Paul Bogle as national hero and Taki and all of them as national hero. When if Paul Bogle was here, the whole of them would have run from Jamaica. All the way say up in the parliament there. Run from Jamaica and go hide themselves somewhere. They would not put Paul Bogle. Paul Bogle was here. They would not put Paul Bogle upon the money. And a Paul Bogle upon the money. Because Paul Bogle wake up and decide to live. At the same time, take care of people. Them. Yes, so that brother just request a piece of music. Right name again? Willie Francis. Look, see the music going request. I am not afraid by Willie. I am not afraid by Willie Francis. So as I say, when people hear us talking and knowing that the struggle for justice and opportunity in Jamaica is mostly likely to lead to the government attacking the people. Mostly likely to the government attacking the people. And in that case, the people will not give in. We have a call? All right, let's get back to the telephone.
Yes,
good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, man. Gasmal.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. River in Panicana.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
Yeah, me there. I say, every time we'll next go away, something happen.
Yeah, like what?
Like them thing where me hear you talk about, me never hear about it, the baby them until you hear on your program. Never hear from morning.
So what the wellness going we have to do with the baby them who throat cut?
Well, watch it. I know the baby them directly. Me say every time I go away, something happen. Something like this. I like these things happen.
All right, tell me about 2 more times or something like this.
Watch it. Me no program the things them will happen, but me just know say every time him go away, something happen.
So anything come out your mouth, you talk it.
no come on my mouth and come on my head.
Oh.
Watch it now. As we talk about them things all the while, say, wholeness, if we go make mistake and bring in these kind of people, it's going terrible upon we.
Which kind of people? Which kind of people?
These kind of dog.
Which kind of people you're talking?
Program dog.
Which kind of people you're talking? Make I hear.
JLP.
Oh, but the PNP all right though.
How much time if you tell you that, man?
Well, tell me, what?
Looking at it and say it. How much time, all right, look, here the people have to say, and speak different than the people have to say, you are fight against wellness.
No, you as a PNP now, come on, he was defending labor right. And now you are defending PNP.
The right, not defend the right, I are the good and the right. And let me just what do you hear about the God. Man, them have people like that. All man have God, but good. But them have to have good cover of all, good conquer all, good conquer all. All of us, we are God. Good conquer we. If we not deal with good, with quick. We are go down. So that are the thing. We have to just deal with nothing good. We are deal with. If we not deal with good, we not deal with nothing. So all the while we all have require not too long here, like you have big up your program Jungle Justice.
Jungle Justice, my friend. Tell me the Jungle Justice, my friend. Tell me.
When you say, you ask your lady, say, when she call you, what should I expect to say? And you say, you would have check the woman. And then now we come like, you know, and say, you check the man, but you have to wait for him. You know, him come and deal with him. You know, see? And that them kind of work that to me, I say, what happened to the police?
So you hear me promote Jungle Justice?
We say we're supposed to contact
I say you heard me promoting Jungle Justice.
The sound we are, so the sound
but if you are defend PNP and I try to twist what we are saying, you would have talk anything still.
No, man, we are talking, but me not tell you that a long time I talk on Jerry, but you look like you don't understand what me say all the while. And you want to tell me, you want me to come and show you my idea, and you want to come tell me, say, no, I not so it go. I want to give me a different idea and tell me, say, I saw it to go. But I not so, at the way how me see it, at the right way, me look on it, we're supposed to deal with it. So what happened to the police? All right, what happened to the police, not a part.
What happened to the police, where?
Not the part where that way described.
I asked the lady that supposing shut your mouth. When you attack, I shut my mouth.
All right.
I asked the lady, supposing it was in our district, me and she live in a district, two different sides of the district, and we hear that some quarreling taking place in the yard between a man and a woman, and a man start to express some anger that him now put up no longer with certain kind of thing, and one of these fine day him go cut the children throat and cut for her throat and then kill himself.
Yeah.
And if we heard that in a district, the quarreling from before or the threat, 2 weeks before we heard that threat, what could we do? I'm now asking you, if you live over one side of the district and I live over the other side of the district, and you hear the argument between the man and the woman, and the man said to the woman, say, and I go put up with all the way I go out there, take me for idiot, but anytime you see me cut all the wood, I pick the throat. You must know, say, you next. You make me talk. You make me don't talk because no, man. Shut up. You have to shut them out. You must have been practicing to shut them out. Otherwise, you're going to remain a PNP. Otherwise, you're going to remain a PNP for the rest of your days, and your head now go good. Oh my God, boy, you're really anyway. So in that district, you living in that district, and you hear the man. I threaten the woman. Say,
man.
What would you do? What could you do? Constructive.
And we have a community. We have a community. have a community together. We have a together community.
Right.
So we are going to talk to the man. And the man we are going to talk
No,
to
you don't
first.
tell me about no we. Don't tell me about we. Tell me what first you would do.
Yeah, me.
What's the first move you would do?
The first move now do. Now go to the leader, because the leader you are talking about, you know.
Which leader?
The community.
Which leader? Who is the leader of the community?
Of the community.
Who is the leader of the community?
The leader of the community.
Who is the leader of the community?
What is man?
Who is the leader of the community? Who is the leader of the community?
The same people we are talking about, man.
No. A man and his wife me I talk about. A man and his woman and four children.
Yeah, but hold on. Remember the community setting where you talk about, you know. You figure that?
I never talk about any community with no leader.
All right. Well, hear this now. I go to the police.
Oh.
The police
So instead of you contact people in the community, the police you going to?
Hold on.
Yeah.
What you really up to?
So instead of contacting...
I tell you, I check the deal with the community leader.
No, we're not talking about no community leader. We are saying all us in the community, and we hear a danger coming up. And you heard first about the danger. What would you do?
We want to hear, sir. We are attacking. We are attacking. That you want to hear me say? We can do a whole bad thing, you know, but me tell you what me I go do. We say, if we have the community leader, as we say, the police is there to do all of those things. And if not that, then we are going to make them know that them supposed to do. We come to them and make a report. Them supposed to go to the man where we report and thinking that all of these things clear up. You know, see? So, me not understand what is. More talk to you. Good, you know. But you're a man. You hear a man say you have full of constructive talk and destructive talk. And most of your talk is destructive. Because look how long you did there, you know make no constructive move and no constructive talk and constructive action. You just talk. So I say, if you did it, we will never have a revolution as long as you live.
All right, thanks for the call. Here, sir.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, the numbers again. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. This attachment to them two main parties, not just Jamaica take place now. It's all around the world. Many countries, more than half of the countries in the world, have two main parties that have the support of a steady amount of people. And then the rest of the people now not attached to the two main parties. But it become a sickness. It's not just in Jamaica, it become a sickness now. Like my brother, you know, him can't think outside of being attached to PNP. So that's why so many people in that problem, because them get addicted. Just like how they get addicted to religion, they get addicted to these political parties. It's very hard for them to think outside of the party. Have another call? Yes, let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon.
You want the donkey bread again?
What go on?
Me there, man. You want the donkey bread?
Yes, man.
So you hold the donkey from bread, man. You hold it, Joe?
Me, I hold the donkey from bread?
Yes, you hold donkey from water. You hold it, Joe?
No, man, I don't hold him.
You have to bread. You have to the donkey and bread, man. You have to love him like him bread, man.
But me allow him, but... Yeah, but me no hear the bragadappa. Whoa. All right, donkey sound like him belly well full, man. At 1 o'clock in my brain now, you see that? I'm here say donkey brain on the hour every hour, but I don't really once hour. But anyway, they it look like Taliban credit card, but it make a good break for it today too. Still, yes, as I was saying, there is a strong attachment to political parties and leadership all around the world, in many countries of the world. And it is usually, after a while, it is usually blind. The strong attachment to parties, especially the dominant party, the party that is on top and the next one nearest to it, is that attachment to dominant party is right around the world. And people get so attached to it, it become blind. Become a blind attachment. And it become almost, sometimes it become even religion and almost like religion. Have a call? All right. So we have our next piece of music to play. The one we say, I Am Not Afraid by Willie who? Willie Francis. I go hear it. I want to outside clean. Chance we take. We're not ready?
You can bring your big young come. I'm not afraid of you. You could have even way I've done. I'm not afraid of you. I've got faith on my side. So by faith I will abide. You can bring your big young come. I'm not afraid of you. You can even way I've done. I'm not afraid of you. So you can come with your big gun. I'm not afraid of you. I've got faith on my side. So by faith I will abide. You can come with your big gun. I'm not afraid of you. You can bring your big gun. I'm not afraid of you. You can even bring your skeleton bones. I'm not afraid of you. I've got faith on my side. So by faith I will abide. You can bring your big gun come. I'm not afraid of you. You can bring your bosom come. I'm not afraid of you. You can bring your big young come. I'm not afraid of you. I've got faith on my side. So by faith I will abide. You can bring your big young come. I'm not afraid of you. You can bring your big gun. I'm not afraid of you. You can even bring your skeleton bones. I'm not afraid of you. I've got faith on my side. So by faith I will abide. You can bring your big gun come. I'm not afraid of you.
All right, that's the sound of Willie Francis. We're going to play it again and listen because I don't get to listen good. Well, let's get to the telephone. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Jerry.
How are you doing?
I'm calling back. So my personal opinion, my view, my belief is that religion, like politics, like the education system, like the financial system, like the medical system, they're all systems of control.
Yeah.
And when you look at, for example, if we take religion and look at how they force their beliefs or their opinion on other people, or try to coerce others to believe what they believe.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that if you're convinced you have the truth. Then you live according to what you believe. It's not your right to force your personal views on somebody else. Because I believe when it comes to one's belief, It is all our perspective. We believe what we want to believe, based on our experiences, based on things we've learned or whatever. And we form a belief system based on that. But my experience with religion is that they have a set of rules and doctrines that they expect people to abide by. And they separate themselves. They divide themselves from others, from other people, because they believe that they are so right in their way of seeing things. And that to me is a form of control. So that is what I mean when I say that it is part of the system of control, just like politics. And if you look at even the education system, like I mentioned, it is just controlling people in a certain way, to learn in a certain way, to just become employees, and to adopt a system that they want you to live in. So what we need to do as free thinkers, people thinking outside of the box, is to think, how do what I want differ from what is currently happening?
Exactly, so exactly, that is why when we seek and find what is our purpose, we are usually not only willing, but we usually require improvement. So usually people who identify their purpose are also committed to improvement. So they're going to try to do things in better ways than what human beings used to do before. And same way like how security used to be a force, people have worked out ways that security now become a service, unlike what it was originally. Because originally we lived together in families, maybe several families together, living together. You might call it like a clan. Or if the clan is very big, they might even start call it a tribe. Live together. And we arrange that while most of us are sleeping, maybe 20 or 40 or 60 of us stay awake. That time, keep our eyes open, have some riding animals near to us. Because before you did have machine, could have make vehicle and truck and car. You have riding animals. So when we start to improve our understanding and each person start to find out them purpose, some people come and organize now the family better. That instead of just hiding in a cave and sleeping at the cave at night time, we can sleep out in the open or even under shelter. But so that because the cave is not there to protect us from the animal that afraid to come into the cave, we're out in the open now. What we do, most of us work during the day and sleeping in the night. But you have a certain duty where all of us do, especially the males, especially the adult males, agree to do a service by staying awake when others sleeping, staying alert, having animal we can ride nearby you, and having weapon nearby you. Now having weapon, does the fact that having weapon prepared to protect your family, does that mean that we are bloodthirsty?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Right, because, okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't say that. At the same time, I am not one that advocates the use of weapon.
No, but if listen. As time went on, we found better ways to protect ourselves at night. At night in the early times, we used to find some big cave and sleep inside there. And the entrance to the cave not so big, so it never take 60 man to guard the entrance to the cave. With a small entrance, you can have just 6 man guarding the cave, and the rest of we sleep inside. But as time goes on, and we learn ways to improve things, because when people have purpose, the most thing that purpose do, it helps you to improve life, and then you share the knowledge about the improvement of life with the rest. So the purpose that we have, some of us come by the purpose and say, wait, you know that we don't have to sleep in cave? If we sleep outdoors, which is best for us, fresh air, and you get to stretch out properly and all them way there. But you arrange pay 1/4 the male them. We have 240 adult male in our family. And 1/4 the 206, no, 200, yeah, 200, and 1/4 of the 240 is 60. So we make 3/4 the adult male them work at daytime and sleep at night. And then we make 1/4 the adult male don't work at daytime, them sleep a day because them depend on the security duty. Now if we are arranging to have a better security that we have in our security service, serving everybody else with security, and we find it necessary to have some weapon to protect our family from both wild animal and from hostile tribe, we don't have to be feeling guilty of having a weapon. That don't make us bloodthirsty. It is necessary to have some means of technology that going to protect you from aggressors, and that technology named weapon. That don't mean you are bloodthirsty.
Yeah, but that kind of take us into another discussion, because when you look at the states, for example, and they have their gun law there, that their right to bear arms. And then when you look at the massacres that you've been having because these same licensed guns end up in the hands of the wrong people, kids in some cases. And we see the kind of massacres that we see happening at schools. And they really can't solve that problem.
No, that is, hello. Huh? That is because things are not held in check from the beginning. There are ways to overcome all of those loopholes and faults.
Well, like you say, though, I tend to go the other route because, like we say, it's not the guns that do the harm, it's the people that hold it. So if we get back to the purpose and to the individual purpose and
hold on. Describe that purpose for me.
No, I'm referring to you said it. You
all right.
Purpose.
Is it not a must that finding that everyone has a purpose, and some people come find as their purpose to protect the family better at night, because it's at night the family sustain injury and loss. If some people have that purpose, isn't it going to be a necessity if you are organizing a community? Just like if you heard that woman, if that woman was living near you and you hear her partner threatening that he might cut the children's throat someday and cut her throat, and you find it necessary to either to go and talk to him and calm him down, or you find it necessary to contact him other neighbor who live on the other side, who might be me, and saying, let us not allow those children and that mother throat to be cut. Don't we are going to find it necessary to take measures to protect people, other people physically all the time? Not going to find that necessary?
But before I answer that, though, what about the fact of making it a precaution, like getting to people before they reach to that point? What about having programs within our community that help people
we should not be listen, ma'am. We should not
deal
be
with their anger issues. Train our young boys.
We should not be diverted. If we are discussing an immediate problem, we should not be diverted into a theoretical thing about doing something earlier. We are talking about a fact where we should be our sisters and our brothers' keepers. And when we see physical danger looming at one of our sisters or brothers, or a lot of them, looming up at them, we must take some action. We should not be diverted about some other social work that could
No, but that's not diversion, though. That's doing both things in tandem, because you have to prevent the young generation now from getting to that point in the future.
All right,
so
anyway,
once you're dealing with the immediate problem, you also have to put system in place for the young ones that are coming up. Start training them.
So how we deal with the immediate problem where we hear one of our neighbors threatening him the weaker members of his family?
We did that already. We said we would communicate. If I hear it personally, I would call up, another neighbor and said, or call you up and say, so and so they seem to be having issue over there. Let us arrange and see if we can talk to them and
all right. When we're done,
we can take proactive action.
When we're done, talk to him and we find that he is not going to relent. And even if we talk to him and he promises us that he's not going to do it, we would be foolish to just go to our bed every night and believe that he's not going to do it again. There are cases where he's going to change his mind, or there are cases where he's going to fool us up and say, don't worry about it.
Well, we will try. We would try, and I think in that case, if he is resisting the attempt for retribution or for people to, not retribution, but he's attempting resisting the attempt for people to help, then we would have to escalate it. I would say we would get the authorities involved in that.
No,
and
we
then
are
deal with
no.
the mother and the children.
No, we are the authorities. We who live in a community, we are the authorities. We are not looking to any Chang, Holness, or any commissioner of police. We have to be the authorities.
Under the perfect system, yes, that's how it would be. But under this system now, we can create a lot of problem if we try to do that.
No, but I am not.
I would say we would do what we could do as neighbors, as a community. We would protect the rights of the mother and the children. But if the perpetrator is unrepentant or wants to make no changes at all, then we would have to. I personally think it will be easier to hand them to the authorities, let them deal with that, and we continue to protect they do what we can to support and provide for the mother and the children.
And knowing these authorities here now, you are willing to hand over physical threat of death to some of your community members to the authorities? Knowing these authorities here?
Because we tried, and he was not repentant. We tried,
and you are
that's
satisfied.
What I'm saying.
Yes, and you are satisfied. All right, I am asking you.
Hello,
ma'am. Hello. Knowing these authorities how worthless they are, you are willing to hand over the situation to them?
I would hate to have to do that. That's why we would try with him first.
I would never.
We would try all avenues with him first.
I would never relinquish our responsibility to them. Never. Will never.
Yeah, that's why I said we would try first and work with him at different levels and see maybe he has a mental issue, maybe he has an anger issue.
Yeah,
maybe, we would try whatever means we can to rehabilitate him.
Yes,
only if that fails that I'm saying we would have to
knowing these authorities who are intimately connected with the gangsters, I will never relinquish our responsibility to take care of the women and children. I will never do so. And that's why
not the women and children. But the truth of the matter is, though, I mean, we're kind of creating a hypothetical situation because we really don't know what happened in the instance. We're just kind of thinking.
Yes, I have to go now, but these incidents happen every day in Jamaica. It is not hypothetical. They happen.
And that is why we need the change, and that's why we need a new system.
And the change.
And that's why we need to be building the new system.
Yes, and the change that I make is not to relinquish my responsibility to soldiers and police. That's the first change I'm making. Not relinquishing the protection of the women and children to soldiers and police. Not doing so right now. That's a change right now.
The women and children would usually be a little easier to deal with than the men, I would say, because they have the ego issue. They have.
No, you're not understanding me at all. No, you're not understanding me at all. My responsibility and all of the adult male responsibility is to protect the women and children first, and consequently protect yourself. Because if we are protecting the women and children, we must be protecting ourselves, because if we get hurt, we're not going to be able to protect them. So I am saying from now, any problem or any danger to my community or anybody that I know, I would never relinquish the protection of them, our weaker people, to Jamaican soldiers and Jamaican police. Would never. Right now. That change starting on me right now. But we have to go talk again here, man, because my decision alone cannot be the law. So all you hear me talk hard. I can't impose my will upon you and the rest of the community.
And I have no doubt you're talking based on your experience.
Yes, man, I've experienced these things. They come and kidnap me. The 18th of April, 1978, one of the baddest gang in Jamaica, 5 of them come and kidnap me from my woman and children. And 4 of them carry me away and leave one of them, leave my family, my wife, pregnant 6 months, and my 18-month daughter under the gunpoint of the other one. Carry me away. And they proceeded to come and attack us with the gun 5 times in 2 weeks until we have to gear up ourselves and put some of them in the ground, ma'am. As ordinary little innocent people, we had to do that. When we reported to the police next day, the police said, no, have no machete. On the chop off the money made and bring it come up a station. So we know they was mocking us and we had to put them bad boy there. Some of the baddest boy in Jamaica in the ground. We as ordinary simple little people, because nobody was going to come help us. But I forgot to our next call here, ma'am.
For sure. Take care.
But thanks for your patience here.
No, sir.
And we are not bloodthirsty here, ma'am.
I hope not.
I know you don't believe me. But look here. I not gonna allow nobody to do you nothing and your children as long as them are not adult. And I hope other people go and protect my grandkids.
All right. Well, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the world we live in. Everyone has their different views, and
yes.
The beauty about it is that we can come to some consensus.
But until you agree with me, me will go and guard your yard, although you know I'm forget it.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you very much, yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
We have any more caller. Good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, Jerry, good afternoon.
Whoa, Marie, what go on?
Another thing, just another day in Jam Down, with, the murders. And you don't know what, Jerry? People's sensibilities are heightened now. And it happened already. I remember
long time.
With the murders of the mom and her kids.
Of the which kids?
The mother and her children in Clarendon. I'm telling
you. Yes.
On a heightened, it's so heightened right now. But I'm saying it's not like the first, Jerry. This has happened already, I think, in St. Thomas or something like that, where this man killed a mother and a couple of her kids. Yeah. And I'm not trying to trivialize it by saying it, Jerry, because any murder is a murder too much, especially with women and children, So people know, I'm reading in social media, people say things like, hang them high, clock guillotine on Sunday at in Clock Tower Circular, downtown St. William Grand Park.
In the square.
Yeah, public square like what used to happen. And maybe at the end of the day you'd quarter them too. You understand? But I'm asking people, do you really have the guts for that? And do you really want to see your society going to that level? You understand, Jack?
All right, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Just a couple of years ago, a young lady, probably 15 or 16 years old, there was some problem with her right in the western part of Kingston. Her mother was a Rastafari sister. And what did they do? Did they rape her or did they kill her?
I'm not happy with that.
Some gang member in the area, they do her something.
Yeah.
And after her mother stand up and talk, the mother was in danger also.
Yeah.
And wholeness drive coming to the community as Prime Minister and JLP leader into a PNP community. And a show off like his him come rescue them. Do you remember? And meanwhile, wholeness was in the community. The MP for the area embarrass our wholeness to come rescue him people and him now rescue them. Because the MP for the area know the gangster them and know says gangster prep on the little teenager and her mother. And when wholeness come in, they come get the glory now. The PNP MP marching there and shove up him fist in the ear went through TV camera there as if him come to do something. When him damn well know that his gangster in the area is doing all these things and everybody know he was doing it.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, the young lady that was going to Immaculate you're talking about, right? That scenario?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
What them they do her again?
I heard, I don't know if she was raped, I just know that she was shot and killed.
Yes.
It was, through some window or something like
yes,
that.
and people know is who.
Yeah.
And the MP know is who, and a lot of people know is who. And then Holness come a profile pan it. Remember when Holness come down in the community?
Yeah, I heard that he was over there.
Yes, man, him come down their profile because him embarrassed PNP now.
Yeah.
Same thing go on in Spanish Town where they you know.
Yeah.
Yes, the JLP government, you know, them a gather up the clansman and the other gang and a put them out of business. Meanwhile, for them gang now take over the whole town and all know them who admit says for them gang. Not even Babsy Grange, where's the mama for them, won't admit says for them gang.
Okay. But Jerry, can I just go on another
Yes, ma'am. Sorry for pressure, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. I want to say, with people, you know, when things like this happen, people want to see public hangings, public guillotines, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But do we as a society, do we really want to go down that trajectory?
No, all right. Describe. Hold on.
Yeah.
Some people would like to see that, you know, vigilante justice and dramatizing it, hanging public execution.
Yeah.
But now, from listening to the program since morning, would you say that what I say fall in that category?
With the public hanging, no.
With
no,
the vigilante justice. Hold on, man. Listen to me, man.
Yeah.
Would you say that what I am saying since morning fall in the category of vigilante justice?
Somewhere, Jerry, because you
all right, describe. Hold on, no. Yeah, first, you have to quote the words that I said that fall in that.
I can't quote what you said, Jerry.
Then if you're going to say what I saying fall in there somewhere, you must be able. You don't have to quote it word for word. Say some sentences roughly what I did say in that spirit.
You said, Jerry, or you are intimating that you will not surrender to the security forces, and if by any means necessary, am I right, you will protect yourself, your women and children, and yourself by extension.
The protection of my women and my children, and my brethren and female women and children, and us together, committing ourselves to them protection, I must relinquish that to the dirty police and soldier in Jamaica where I must relinquish it to them.
Well, Jerry, the society has given them the responsibility of protection.
Hello. You're twang up and talk up proper. You're twanging up and talking proper.
Jerry.
Which is allow me to talk now. Allow me to talk now. You're twanging and they are closely linked to the underworld. Not every police, probably not even half of them, but maybe up to 30 or 40%. And you damn well know that them rotten to the core, and you are twanging as if you're twanging pronouncement, make you more law-abiding than me.
No, Jerry, I never said that, Jerry.
Any words that I use, I don't try to pressure people to leave.
What am I to say then, Jerry? Because I'm saying that
you are telling me that I must that the society. You are telling me that the society set up certain
security to the police, to the security forces, and you use some words to describe them. Jeremy, choose not to use a word to describe them, but I agree.
You might want to keep friend with them. I don't have to keep no friend with them.
Jerry,
me and them was never any friend. Here, you hear this now. You hear this now.
Yes.
You hear this now. When that girl was raped in concrete jungle, I never want to call her name. When that girl was raped in a concrete jungle, and Wholeness have not Wholeness, Mark Golden was a new MP there. And Mark Golden have information who do it. And Mark Golden have information about everything because him closely aligned him there as the MP. And what the hell did he do?
Jerry, you know something, Jerry? I'm going to end this conversation here.
Damn well. Thank you very much. Pull the plug there. Pull the plug. Damn blasted hypocrisy. And why? Because your religion is PNP. And that's what I was saying earlier, that the sickness that the people suffer by worshipping the religions of this Jesus worship and all these other worship, the PNP worship and the JLP worship is just as bad. And that is why they are treacherous against us. all diehard PNP and JLP have sold their soul. You deny that. Come here and deny that in simple word. All diehard JLP and PNP have sold their soul, like a lot of religious people have sold their soul to worship idol. You're not going to fool me and the majority of people. That's why the majority of people not bother pretend to be not church people now. The majority of people not pretend to be righteous or not. Them just move through as ordinary black people in Jamaica. Because them know so them can't bother deal with the hypocrisy. Damn blasted hypocrisy, just waiting to win the next election so that them can turn the government. Who is there now waiting to win the election so that them can continue to be the government, and who is not there, the PNP, trying to win the election so that them can become the government and pose off like them is any decent people. You can't fool me. I was here before and a leader them born, and I know more about them nasty tradition more than even some of them do. We have any more call there? All right, we'll go back to the live chat. You have a right to say you leave because you damn blasted well know say Mark Golden didn't know who was the murderers and the rapists. And it's only when Holness come in the constituency a profile himself, Mark Golden run go to go march and I hold up him fist in the ear and I make power sign to him to TV camera. And didn't do a damn thing before, and he did not turn in those who him heard was the guilty rapists. You know, understand? Diehard PNP. All the rapists them are diehard PNP. All right, live chat. Kayan Brown said, Mr. Small, what was Sam Sharp's quote about the gallows? Well, them old Sam Sharp after him start carry out a liberation war. Sam Sharp, a pastor, just like Paul Bogle, a pastor. But him realize him come to free up him people. And when them have him in the jail now and threaten him, say, see this? See we're going to hang up on that now? Him said, don't try to threaten me. I rather hang on that than bow to the slave system. That's what. And I know say no the quote too. Bright Bevan Fairweather said, one more thing for now. Read the book of Enoch and Joshua. That is part of the Ethiopian scripture. Hope you can spare the time. Have a call there. Good afternoon, welcome. Good afternoon and welcome. Are you there?
Listen.
Welcome.
Saying.
Go ahead, please.
Blessed in a brother and blessed to all.
Yes, sir.
One choose the need to work in Jamaica.
Yeah, man, we're going.
I and I there observe everything where I go on.
Yeah.
In a sense, you know.
Yeah.
With the politician then. I see where them up to. Yeah, I see in pure wickedness. And right, I know I say where the society, the judges, the lawyers, them government judges, government lawyers, and the police, either the police or soldiers, them do about the crime, or the politician, them carry out against the citizens. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
But the politician where youngster the youth them. Yeah, I see him from way down in the 60s coming. Seeing I feel them set a youth to kill out them one another in a war for turf. Seeing a wholeness put state of emergency upon the whole thing catching when in a punish town the crime commit and the war go on. What happened to the commissioner of police if him yes man an idiot for the murder government we murder all him.
Yes, that is what it
and
means.
And subordinate them.
Yes, that's what it is.
See, so I say, a full time now Ethiopian Jamaicans rise up.
Yes, of course. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Them politicians have to get arrested and want to commission of police and head of Jamaica Defense Force. What not do?
Yeah.
What not do? Not traitor and murderer.
Yeah, because I have seen police, you know. I have seen police and soldiers decide that them not putting up with no more wrongdoing by politicians. And I have seen police and soldiers lock up politicians and bring them to justice and help bring change in our country. I have seen that happen in more than one country now.
See, so I say, what about Jamaica? So, make them a police here, past commissioner, present commissioner. No, say the see there are $600 billion we could have built all of the schools them.
Yes.
We need to build the politician them rob.
Right.
And none of them no face the court.
No.
And the churches, no church pastor, me no hear say nothing about that.
No.
No judges, no lawyers.
No.
Everything.
You have one and two,
covered
yeah.
up.
You have some judge, you have some lawyer out there and some judge and some other people where talk. But the main set of them, the main set of people who get education, decide not to talk and decide for in line. See Marie there, start talk up proper and talk up some nice English come in and go on like she more law abiding than me and all them kind of way there. And she know the ratness of them more than most of it.
Naturally, cause she a diet.
Yeah, dieting. She know them inside out. That's why I'm not playing. Once it reaches a certain stage, I don't know more playing.
I Joe Blade, me live in the 80s and know them politicians that come inoculate the youth them with guns, ammunition. And when election come, whosoever them want take guns from, if the youth them not willing to hand over them gun, then send police come murder the youth them.
Yes, and you hear the lane where they living on him? Job Lane. Job will suffer the most wickedness. And him wife I tell him say, go along with the system, and him say no, him not go along with the system.
The politician them tell the police them say when them a come a Job Lane and Winterpen and them place there. In a year it is a bird bush them a come.
Bird bush. Yes, come take nigger. Take nigger for bud.
See,
nigger them take for you know.
Naturally. I'm see up to this very day. Police commissioner still a comply by genocide order from the politicians.
Yes.
You know, see them police commissioner and the head of Jamaica Defense Force. So when the politician them forget arrested and punished on a traitor, genocide conspirators.
Well, thank you very much here, sir.
And now the time I come on, must punish. And to wellness. Judgment on the whole of no must punish for genocide crime.
But them know. Thank you, sir. Them know.
Yes, sir, and take
Thank
care.
you very much, yes, sir. We have any more? Next call. Good afternoon. This might be the last one, but come have a little virgin for a reason. Then we have some live chat. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello?
Welcome.
What go on, Mr. Small?
No there, man.
Boy, Mr. Me that listening three last paragraph you look well, Mr. Small with Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two way I tell her, say, you know, and over your rights for nobody.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and the two way, and that's the one way you tell her about that, and the two way you tell her about what happened down at the place with the little girl with it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, she can't twang do Mr. Small.
Yeah, when them ready, when people ready, when people are pop style, them put on self-righteous behavior and all them way. That's why enough people make sign a cross and them start talking at tongues and them start going without a thing.
Mr. Small.
Yes, ma. Yes, sir.
You know what me that say?
Yeah.
She putting on embroidery upon the dirty cloth.
Kiss me neck, but I tell you, boy, what a beautiful picture you paint, man. What a beautiful picture. You're putting on embroidery upon a dirty cloth.
Trust me, Mr. Small. Boy, come like them people, them only can fool some of the people sometimes, but some of the people them will never ever fool, not even one time, Mr. Small.
I tell you, man.
Not even one time.
Especially like how me and you go through certain amount of things.
I want to hear Mr. Small, man. She come with her twanging like say.
I know Mr. Paulwell this.
Yeah, man.
I tell you.
I see a place to come from, you know, Mr. Small, we know so we have to make the change. No, it not come from. I see a place to find ourselves and we realize that we have to make the change.
All right.
Yeah, I when you bash me never twang, Mr. Small. Listen to it if it makes sense.
No, yeah, man, the die-hard thing no good at all. The die-hard thing no good.
Yeah, we not the plan anything, Mr. Small. We have to search and see what best for the nation, because it's not about one set of people.
No, sir.
Yes. Some of them want, after them party, they want to come at the change, Mr. Small.
Yes, they know that. And them not changing now.
Yeah, they not support the other. Them not support the changes for no other angle for them party.
Exactly so. Only them can make the change.
Yeah, whether them green or them orange, Mr.
All right, they know them never make the change before.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Mr. Small. Keep it up, said here, so keep the fire burning. We there go and light it.
Yes, and you know, so we're not really coming for hurt nobody, you know. It's self-defense, it's not attack. We're not attack nobody. Self-defense.
Mr. Small, the fire have cleansiness, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and strong faith.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, for real, man. At this fire, I'm going to make you better in life, you know, Mr. Small, when you can face up the truth and reality, you know.
Better, man, better so. Yeah. Better plain piece of cloth than I embroidered than I'm embroidered filter thing. That's true. And when I call the lady, so you know, at the
No,
situation we're talking, we're not talking about the lady.
Yeah, we are talking about the clothes, not she.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Small.
All right, thank you very much, here, sir.
Yes, sir.
So another. Yeah, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Sir Small.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, you're giving thanks. I'll make it quick, because I know you have appointment.
Yeah.
The Commonwealth election
Yeah.
for Kamina Johnson Smith, I think it's in another 2 to 3 days' time.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I'm saying that the powers that be trying to give Jamaica a big international push.
Yes.
Because not only Kamina Johnson going up for the secretariat post.
Yes.
You have 2 youth leaders, one named Nunes, last name, and Ratchery, the other last name.
Jamaicans?
Jamaicans, they are also appointed as 40 youth leaders within the common. And they are also going up for position within the Commonwealth youth community. Leadership position. And I believe one more gentleman, he was appointed to something within Commonwealth too, but I can't remember his name and his position.
Yeah.
But they are giving Jamaica a real global push.
Yeah.
Understand? And they know all the powers that they work.
Yeah.
Them only give you a push when they know, so you sell out.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So apparently I think last month Jamaica went and signed the World Health Organization.
Oh yes.
Which anything the World Health Organization say,
yes,
we have to follow. So
yes.
so when you see we are get certain spotlight and certain position and global.
Yeah.
The leaders them sell out.
All right, hold on. You see what you said there? You said them have to follow and you said them sell out. What do you think happen? They surrender the sovereignty. The same thing where Wellness claim say. He will never surrender 1 inch of sovereignty to nobody, whether maroon or nobody. But he must surrender the sovereignty under the Queen backside and suck up to it and wipe her bottom.
He might trickster, man. Respect faith, and we have to look out for these things and keep burning the fire.
Yes, sir. I'm a brown nose. None. Well, thank you very much for that. You have anything else to say? I'm gone. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. All right. Anybody else want to call? But I have a brethren in the studio where always call me and ask me about a certain old-time history book because I'm going to do some work and I need a book there. Well, I find one of the book and him come feed walk one. Him don't really want to be identified, but can talk to you. You know, I'm going to be seen on the camera. See if the mic, technical man, tell me if him sound good enough on the mic. Greet and talk.
Uncle Zanka.
You good? All right. Yeah, man. So finally, I find the book. 7 o'clock this morning, 1 hour after you call me. I'm glad to know you come for it.
Give thanks again.
Yeah, man. So it's good.
Highly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You're welcome. Yes, so we're always glad to meet people over the years, although when I realize I know I did meet this man from probably about 40 years ago or more, not true?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Years ago.
Only per year, more than 40. And we find that most of us who come to certain understanding will not really change. So we usually 40 years later still upon the same kind of mission. Yeah, man. Good
from
to know
the
that.
days of the Silva and his
Yeah, man, bro, the Silva, well, from your talk about them, I must know.
Yeah.
Go.
Even Phil Potts.
Yeah.
And
you remember Phil Potts?
Yeah, Plano.
Yes.
Yeah, no, them man there, yes. Long time in the track.
Yeah, man. And from your youth till you turn elder, you know.
And there was a time when I captured some land.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 times I captured land.
Yeah.
Crown land.
Yeah.
And it's 120 police come.
Oh, yeah, sir.
120 police and soldiers.
Yeah.
Yes. And get to half of the land.
Yes. Because them know say they're right track it upon, you know. That's the danger, you know. They know that once you start capture land, you understand things more than most people.
Yeah.
And that is why them did move in a Coral Garden time, you know. I them know that the main material, there are certain other issues, but the main material issue is land. Until we're ready to leave this land and come back to there. But in the meantime, anyway with it. Land.
Way up in St. Thomas near Blue Mountain.
Oh yeah?
Way up at the border.
Oh.
I'm going again at a place named Robbins Bay. Green Castle.
Oh yeah, so Robbins Bay.
Michael, Bongo, Mikey, Highway.
Oh yeah, so man, a Furley attack.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yes.
Furley. Oh yeah,
Bongo, so Cliffy.
Yes, man.
Them pick up a water.
A Rocco.
Yes.
All right.
Go get near Woodside.
One time Bingy used to keep a Robbins Bay. Enough people don't know that.
A big Bingy.
The last time I go to Bingy in 1973.
What at the clubhouse?
Yes. Bingy, big Bingy.
Big Bingy.
Yeah. 73.
Manchanil, Hector's River again.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, glad to know that. Well, when I go reveal their identity, I'm only going to show the people the book. There's a piece of the book, it could come off. I could have taped it up, but I never want to tape it up.
I know where it got to.
I never want to tape it up. So I have the piece, and when you go home, you tape it up. The reason why I never want to tape it up. I might tape it in a way where, people tape things differently. Right. Yes, man, the history of Jamaica, Clinton v. Black.
1961.
Yes, no, before, 58.
Oh, so the 58 one, I'm looking for the 61 one.
Right, and if I didn't know.
The one that we use in school.
Oh, but is it used? Oh, well, all right, you wait to know. You can't get that one there now.
Yes, at the time when him do this, he found more information.
But this is the 3rd edition.
Right, are we looking?
No, is it, man? See it there? 65 and 69. 69.
Yes. 1961, 67, 68, 69.
Yeah, see that? Is it, man?
It was used in the schools and they withdraw this book.
Yeah. Yeah, they withdraw it.
Yes.
All right, so the piece I'm going to show you. This is what them call the like the backbone. I forgot the name of them called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
If thanks Bongo Jerry, I will search this book to find if it's a real book.
Yeah, man, right, man.
And they have suppressed the information from this book.
Yeah, some of it, yes. Some of it never up to date, but some of it them suppressed.
Suppressed, and this man did refuse an award from the Queen.
Yes.
Just at the time when Claude McKay got his commendation.
Yeah.
And they locked him out of all his publications after a while. Clinton v. Black.
Yeah, some here.
Yes, hard time.
My father didn't know him, you know. When me a little boy, father knew him, you know.
Okay.
Think him come away also.
Yes. One of the most in-depth information about Jamaica is this man right here.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, you hear me? We have a call away there? No. All right. Well, now we have some more live chat and we can play one more piece of music. I want to play back Rough and Tough and one in. A research unit take live chat. We'll go back to the live chat. Research unit say, please cap this caller's time, I think I'm Mariam attack, to 5 minutes. Always trying to take over the whole program. Well, she usually very interesting and very well informed. And I agree with you, so she get more time most of the time. But sometimes there's 1 and 2 callers and 1 and 2 times that we do let people overrun the time. Next one. Sister D. Ruben say, article Irish and to our brothers, oneness and perfect love in this moment. Rastafari itinerary. Scholarly 21 say, blessed love for our Bongo. South Florida in the house. Kian Broad says, give thanks. And I look towards the needs and preference of our people as oneness. Rastafari. Kian Brown say, welcome to the eye all the time, Sister D. Ruben. Marva Valentine say, one love, Grandee Jerry, Bess FM live chat, callers. Call on point, checkmate, so correct. Spirituality and religion, 2 different identities. Learn that, yeah, she referring to the call by the Empress. And let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Teacher, good afternoon.
Wagwan.
There, man. Class members, big up on yourself.
Yes, I.
Teacher, you told me I tell you, say, with a lady there. Miss Marie.
Yeah, what?
A leopard will never change them spot.
And
she is always here to distract the thing, you know. But you, because teacher, you are like up with her, you know, because of your tolerance, and I respect that today, you know. Yes.
Well, yeah, you know, we not neither want to rough nobody, or we not try to force nobody to let go their allegiance. But but certainly we can discuss things
better,
honestly and better.
Yeah, honestly, a matter of fact, honesty is the key thing. Honesty. God Almighty, man, because we know, say, we the African and alone never can do it.
No.
So when we are the part of trying to encourage others, we're going to find out the infiltrators, but we're going to let them out of it, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I think this thing I know will take too long, but at the same time we are facilitate too much of the negative.
Yeah. Yes, I.
It's not we're getting so we're not tolerant, we're not tolerating, and we are impatient, but the thing needs to be more resolute and forthright.
Yes, I.
Yeah, man. Too much things I get out. So that's my respect how you turn up, even though you're a friend, respect how you turn up this year today, you know.
Yes, I.
Tell the reporter exactly I'm really listening, you know. Because she don't have this thing. This person come back other day and tell us like she did the on TV with Mark Bowling and so, and she now come back and explain what was it about, and she now come back and say anything.
Yeah.
Nah, change.
Why is that pity?
Remember Mr. Small?
Yeah.
She never did that in a class a good while.
Yeah.
And she come back and we see her on TV with Mark Bowling up and down all over the place, and she said she'd have come back and explain to we what was it about.
Yes, yes.
She never come back. That means that the truth, when we see her, how we see her, we are checking her right then. After we come and say, boy, you know, say, XYZ. We could see here what I go she say.
Yeah, yeah.
She never come back. That means that she not truth with me.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday again, she said she go on the North Coast with her friend and go tour. Them something when you come back and you call a friend and tell a friend, say, you know, me just go around there, so you know, come and read that brag. And I show up on.
It's alright, lower with that part. Lower with that part. Alright, here, sir. Look here. Tomorrow we'll talk some more. But I want to play 2 pieces of music about whole life.
We're not letting down, man.
No. Them have to come up, man. Them have to come up. Alright, thanks. Live chat again now. Next one. Alright, take it now. Not there? Your call is there? Alright. Live chat. The natal Basco say, I sense a framework is being established with the ones that seek to derive from this quagmire. Yes. Sister D. Ruben say, yes, Sister Saint Bess. Focus on I and I that are Empress. You know. Focus on I and I energy. Creating new system instead of giving to I and I energy and focus to them parasite and corruption. We in conscious greetings in class today. Sister D. Ruben say, Yale oneness. Love beloved Sister Marva. Research unit said, Jerry, this nutritionist lady is on the line for 20 minutes now. I have some conscience as my credit burnout. All right. Sister D. Ruben said, yes, I, Judgment Neville. Yes, I, Judgment Neville. So it go. Someone's claims to them own children and partner through Perry Pirate. Or I forgot excuse Perry Pirate. Isaac Pierce said, religion promised people to save them soul, but in fact exists by saving people from the experience of their own soul. Sister D say, Hush, Miss Thompson, and I have good eye sense, I feel the pain. Alright. Ibi Lion say, land of wood and water. And him say, farmers still have a problem water and crops. Jano. Rick Hayden say, bless up, brother Jerry. One condolence to the family of the 5 who get killed in New Road, Chapelton, Clarendon. It's really sad news when man going to stop kill children. Cecil Myers say, them have YouTube if them want to repeat. Okay. Sister D. Ruben say, yes, 60 years of dirty work for the colonial master. Done with them crosses. She continued. The call a correct in connection of Indian Prime Minister visit to the solicit backing from them to Johnson. From them to Johnson with Commonwealth leadership. I agree with them. Not sure about the 60% win by that margin. Dennis Brown, do you know what it means to have a revolution? People stop confused about what it is. Taki Lemko said, greetings, Bess FM, Bongo Jerry. Perhaps it was a day like this that Joshua has already said, commanded the sun and moon to stand still. Perhaps his knowledge of geography, not mentioned in the book, was also greatly in the mix there. Morgan Baylor say, I want to give you 10 jacket Perry. Oh. Ross Nimba say, greetings Bongo. It is a royal edict, so it is writ, so it must be done. Let us embrace a royal legal document to liberate ourselves. Sister D. Ruben said, Vervin, you really let down yourself today. Yeah, man. Sister D continue. Tackle him, Eli brother. Respect, love, abundance. Tackle him, say Ruben, honor, respect. Dinate Albasco. Where shareholders capitalize priorities, the economic success of individual corporation, they invest oftentimes at the expense of your communities as a whole. Delroy Henry said, greetings, Marjorie. Tuesday blessing. Applaud you for the way you handle yourself when dealing with some of your difficult callers, not allowing yourself to get drawn out. UK shout out, okay? Johnny Johnson, El Paso, Texas, tune in. Anybody born after 1975 are different peoples. Parents are being killed by their children. What are you going to do with me and you? If what them going to do with me and you if them kill them parents? No mercy. Black and proud say BJ. Bongo J revolution is on the horizon. Just a matter of time before we have an all-island protest breaking out. Wellness know that, you know. Taki Lemko in the animal world, the elephant teaches the wisdom of protection of family. A great example the way a community must work. You understand? Taki Lemko said, just the implementation on the paper money with both party elements amongst others and them is a conspiracy to have the people think only those two parties are their savers. D. King said, Bongo, religion is division. To hell with politics as well. Run them, yes, Bongo. Sister D. Ruben said, sickness, the sickness. You know. Marie said, Jerry is okay to be angry, but I will not acquiesce to any insinuations about Mark Golden or Andrew Holness having information about any rapists or murderers. You can go and talk. You can go and talk however you want to talk. Kevin Wilson said, Jerry, I'm so glad that you are the one who stand out for poor people. Thanks much, my brother. Yeah, man, I hold it away. Marie said, when you can defend your cause, but I will not defend your cause. You will not put me in jeopardy. We're still good, but guess this is where we part company. Be blessed. Well, I understand that. That's why I never call no name, you know. Because I know you're living in the middle and the ants nest. That's why I never call no name. But when you start to profile for me now, we take the gloves off. Thanks to you, Mr. Small. Joe Wiles, people are charging a realistic music. People are changing. Sister D say everybody upon the pretty chat. Pretty cloth. Not true, man. Kempo say Marie disappoint me, but I'm not surprised. She damn well know who murdered the little girl in jungle many years ago. Her allegiance to the PNP are blind her. Sister D say a political clout in my lick. Yeah, sorry, look. Sister D continue. You're right upon the money. Tackle him can say Revolution by Bob Marley well suited to the occasion. You know when I'm gonna get to play it. Marie say every day the whole I wanna come chat about revolution when we're not going to take it anymore. What has anyone ever done to change the circumstance of everyone's life? We not do nothing. More than I know I worship Mark Golden and I will put a billionaire in a PNP. Now back off and go. I'm not angry now. I just want to feel good with myself. Marie say armchair revolutionists no make change. You have to be on the front line. Hey, Michael Manley revolutionist. And Norman Manley revolutionist. Don't make a start. Them are revolutionists. A joke you make. Taki Lemko say, I thought about it and that's the only way I saw it in regards to the paper money. I had a history book just like that, the Clinton block, but it disappeared amongst family members. That's why I stopped laying out book, you know. Sister D. Ruben say, Kevin Lawson for real. No afraid for talk what you have to say. Bless him. Bless him there and I. I'm not boss off, you know, but I know say. I try you don't know the situation in Jamaica, you know. I try you don't know. And we are not in fear of anyone. Not in fear of anyone. Not Wellness, not Golden, not the PNP, the JLP, not the gangster them. And I sympathize with some of the gangsters, but I'm not with them. Sympathize with them. Why them take the road, but not with them, because of them prey upon poor people. Back off and go. You idiot. Sister D. Ruben said it wasn't me, Marie Matalk. Black and proud says as long as life lasts with these two political parties, Garveyism and Marlism will never be taught in Jamaica school. Washington, D.C. and London already threatened the Jamaican plantation about it. Marie said, when I do nothing, all I do every day is placate Jerry. But now placate me, you know. But anyway, you only attack, because, alright, we don't reply to that, because, I don't reply, because we never come for quarrel neither. Black and proud say, Marie, back where I'm going to eat out the scraping from your party. Morgan Baylor say, hi, Marie. Marie said, "Una nah do nothing, all you do every day is chat and you can't hate all you want. You can't stop me. We don't want to stop you. We don't want to stop you. Billionaire MP and billionaire come for solve no problem in the jungle. I use them for turn prime minister. Because I'm have a safe seat for turn prime minister. Billionaire. Omar Davis put him there now. We're not afraid of none of them. Don't tell Omar Davis already. I'm irredeemable. Me, irredeemable. And not only that, ungovernable too. Omar Davis and the rest of them, ungovernable. We may not be governed, and we don't want to govern nobody. I don't need to govern no one, and no one may govern me. I know me one, thousands of we cannot govern me. Some of we all quiet, no, go talk. You know, see it. One will never hear me call on the program again, so you can stop grudge me. Grudge for what, Marie? I know your waist alone little. I don't know your littleness alone. It's not your littleness alone is tight. And we admire you for that, but it's not you alone, Marie. Delroy understand, Mr. Small don't support anyone to badmouth Marie. We're not a badmouth her. Every one of us have a right to decide. Yes. We're not a badmouth her, man, but anytime they want to pose off about security forces, then we must trust security forces and all them with it. Now tell me nothing about, man. Black and proud, say nobody trying to stop you, Marie. Go and eat your PNP food. You know that different from Muma, from Clansman gang, Bob's Green, them talking. Morgan Baylor says, so Marie get vexed with you. Marie said, Jerry, thanks for setting up my life. No, I'm not say, oh, set up your life? What you mean? You mean, say, them are going to fight down a jungle now. Alpha Energy say, come back anytime, Marie. Marie said, Perry, call me. Marie, Perry, I live right now. Marie, but we don't tell us that PNP and JLP unite when the time comes. Dwayne Douglas said, ghetto mentality means political control. Marie Wilson said to Perry, that Perry, I want to live right now. You know? Perry, are you on Messenger? I'm a date now. You know? I'm glad for them still. Why, Perry, you're going to get the ride of your life. I kind of grudge you, but I don't grudge you still. That's a nice thing, you know. Perry the Pirate says, send your number, Marie. Kiss me like a people business, sweetie, man. When I believe we're going with time. Let's get out. We'll pick up pieces, yeah, man.